Welcome to tonight's Dungeons and Dragons. I will be a dungeon master. It's good to have you all back after our
I'm excited.
week hiatus. Last we left our adventuring party, you guys had dived deep into the abyss, dark, cavernous hole that is peculiar as sound and light aren't normal here. After getting through the beginning entrance of this darkened hole, you were met by a beautiful flower. After doing some investigation, Pele realized that it was a trap, and
right on me.
and tried to warn the group as a bunch of monsters appeared. After defeating them and setting off the trap, you guys were able to move on to the corridor. Instead of going down, you guys decided to go up, where you were met by some interesting critters. Some bone casters, as well as some... What do they call them? What do they call them in Resident Evil? Face lickers?
The lickers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a pretty drawn-out battle, which I didn't expect it to take that long, but it did, you guys were able to...
Listen,
kill-
we're a little slow when it comes to fighting things we can't see. We figured it out.
After destroying them,
Micromanage
that is where we left our adventurers after defeating them. So, what would you guys like to do?
Loot the corpses.
Did anybody see into that space to the left? Like where Swage and Kaz and all of them, can they see into that area?
Jabberwocky was up there, back in the bag now.
I thought Jib went into that room at some point.
No, he never did.
I could have sworn he ran off to the side over there.
He went over and hit just around the corner.
He hit around the corner, but...
But I'm asking, does it look safe? Is there things moving in there? Is
So
it
let's divide and
concerns?
conquer. Who wants to check the bodies and who wants to go in that room?
I don't want to go in the room. I just want to know what I see.
We'll go in the room.
Room? Anyone else for the room?
I'll investigate bodies.
Bodies.
I'll go with
I'll check bodies.
Bond then.
Team, bodies.
I'll watch over
My
both
investigation is
groups.
pretty good.
Watch over both groups.
Probably
All,
That's fair. There's no
bodies,
reason.
bodies groups.
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
And you're definitely smarter than me.
While you guys are doing that, Thumble is going to take a short rest to regain all her spell slots.
I was gonna, yeah, and I was
think
gonna be
we
like,
all
okay, I'm
are
gonna check in.
after I patch people up. So before you wander, who's hurt?
I'm hurt. I'm at almost exactly half health.
I am
Same.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you patch all up, then we need to take a
Thumble's
short rest.
literally only got 8 health left.
Poor baby.
So, starting with Kaz, going around, hey, 20 points. This is just med kitting. Then Pele,
Oh,
20
I'm good,
points.
I'm good.
Oh, okay, I thought you said you were hurt. Then you're okay?
No. Please. I'm like half.
20.
Okay, thank you. Nope.
I was invisible that battle, so.
17. Were you SA hurt?
Better than none.
I'm only missing.
I'm down one,
Damn.
so I'm okay too.
Yeah, Holmes. I'm
pretty sure most of that.
Oh, you got a coochie board?
Uh-huh.
A little kitty coochie
It's
board?
my American It's my American sushi. My American
Yeah, I
sushi.
don't want to use the sword because I only have like 2 more uses of it.
Save that.
So, and that is big mid battle kind of heal.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 uses of kits. That kit is dry. Start on the next one.
I don't think I get anything back after a short rest.
I get.
You get inspiration back. No, you don't because you're not high enough level 1 bard.
No.
I forget.
Yeah.
Forget they put that way too high up to.
I feel like they've done that with a lot of abilities I've seen. When I read people complain about stuff online, a lot of stuff they seem to put up real high that you never get a chance to use it.
My hot take is I think you should pick a class and just stick with that class.
But
Well,
there's so many
it's the
fun
way the
things
game-
to do.
So I guess you
It's
don't need
actually-
that 17 points.
It's actually
Right?
no,
Okay,
yeah, no.
three
Your
classes.
class is being every class. I feel like that's
I
fine.
only
That's
have
cool.
3 classes.
Alright, so who's looting bodies?
Oh, that'd be me.
I shall.
Or not me. I went
No,
with
you're
Bond.
in the
That's right. It
room.
was just my idea to loot the bodies.
I went over to check on a Thumble.
I'm saying the loot bodies.
I'm
trying to
going
figure
to
out what kind of
investigate.
functions I have.
Do we need investigation or?
What is it greater? What role do you want for investigation?
Yes, please.
Easy.
You're keeping an eye out on books. as
Yeah,
well?
I'm watching it with both parties and probably taking a short rest
Yeah, you're
myself.
much harder.
And I'll use one of my channel divinities
32?
to get back a second level spell
Very
slot.
Way
Alright.
better than my 15.
That's a nice ability.
Yeah, because a lot of times channel divinity,
Yeah, it's
especially on
almost like I should
Forge, like unless I'm
investigate.
making something in an hour, or there's undead that I can make run away.
You find
Yes.
I always forget about it.
That's not my area of
I
expertise.
know, I was
20
like,
platinum
I
pieces.
just
Plus
mentioned it.
two.
10 of which were
What?
And
Stop.
at this level, they
10 of which were 10 on each of the bone.
Yeah.
I doubt they would.
Okay.
Well, he said those were
Are they like
12.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
standard,
Yeah.
like a country I recognize, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if they were a part of this because this seems like a much older place. The Druidic challenge.
Right,
So
yeah.
I just wanted to see if they were interlopers like us or.
Let's see. And then you also find about 100 copper and 50 silver. No gold.
You got all that?
As you
Yeah.
start to look at, you also find on the skull casters, they had like jars on them, and as you look at the jars, you can see body parts inside.
Any of them moving independently?
You can make an investigation, or not?
Perception?
Medicine?
Yeah.
I was staring at that scrap. I don't believe it. Oh, 18 plus 8 is 26.
Hey, Brown.
You do find one that actually does have what looks to be like a worm-like creature that has gaping mouth and
Does it
great
look like
teeth.
leech-like, kind of worm-like?
Is it black?
Yeah, kind of. No, it's white, and it has tentacles that are on the backside of it that kind of like almost mimic a squid of some sort.
Anybody? Anybody want this?
We don't have the best luck with
I
stuff in
want
jars.
it. I want it.
I give it to Paley.
Okay.
Can I
So my
do?
regret level goes.
Can I do either like while I'm looking at it?
Okay. Sure.
I think the dog smells magic.
Can you thought it? Detect thoughts? See?
They're not gonna take anything while you're sitting there. They'll sniff.
I don't know what kind of resource that is.
It's
for
also
you,
just
so.
friendly.
Detect thoughts is.
I know it's a spell, but I don't know if you.
It's once a day that I could do, but I can also use a spell slot to do it. So can I use to detect thoughts on the worm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
I might regret this.
just keep swimming. Just keep
Wait, before I'll be like, wait. Let me hold the jar,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hold on to it in case you freak out. That way you don't drop it. and
Fair enough. Okay. All right. And then, so if the creature that I choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, it doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. And then I initially learned the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment.
First, let me double check this.
Body part soup. I'm gonna mimic drinking the jar.
Don't do that. I'm trying to pay attention right now. I'm trying to concentrate.
Okay, so let's see.
Tell him. I want attention. You mind?
Okay, all right. So as you start to use this ability of yours, it takes you only a few seconds to kind of connect with the creature, and as you do, the creature actually stops and actually sits still in the jar as it's floating, and you can actually see that it kind of starts to kind of like hover, like vibrate inside the center of the jar, as you get the surface thoughts of assimilate, become one with the hive, for the hive.
Man, anyone in Act 2 right now, Baldur's Gate. Hearing that, can I do either history, survival, or arcana? To see if I can pull anything from what I've read before, just from reading books in the library, reading books back home.
I will allow a history.
A history? Okay.
I feel that would be your best bet to actually.
Yeah. Maybe. Not too bad. 17.
17. So you don't remember exactly what these creatures are called, but you do remember that there is a race that does have these creatures, and these are called tadpoles. And as such, after they ingest into your body, either forcefully or unwillingly, through people sleeping in certain places, under dark dungeons or stuff, that they turn into tentacle creatures that feed on people's brains.
Okay. So while everyone's doing what they're doing, I'll reiterate that to everybody and say, on that case, I think we should destroy the tadpole that's inside there. And get it gone. And then if we're gonna start taking rest while we're in here, we definitely need to be a lookout on these things.
I slowly turn my head and look at you, say.
What if we throw it at someone?
Then they can turn into this tentacle creature that can eat our brains. And I don't think I want to fight that. Not by us. Okay, hey, alright, I was the one that caused the chemical reaction to create the blood tornado black
I almost
ooze.
died.
Yeah, so
Dead.
Let's put it this way: we are dealing with enough crap taking over the world right now. So, one less would be nice.
So I think we should go ahead and destroy him.
Like a little pouch and walk over with a little pellet. This jar, cork lid.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I open it up and I drop the little pellet in. It's the dust of dryness, so it instantly dries out everything in there. So it's just sucks all the moisture up.
You see the thing shrivel up and kind of turn into a dehydrated shrimp.
I'm gonna put the lid back on just in case.
Are you kidding me? That's all it took? You mean to tell me we couldn't have done that later?
Because I brought earthworms back to life, but dumped the water on them before, so.
Was there 2 jars or
It's
just
a
one
matter
jar?
of.
There's one with that. They had
We have opportunity
other
now.
body
We
parts
might
and
not
stuff
have
floating in the
opportunity
other
later.
ones.
Actually, I'm gonna take the lid back off and hold it out to Pele and say, it's pretty dry now.
Okay,
Let's finish
I've
it up.
got some- oh, there it is.
Dude, finish it. Oh, okay.
Somewhere
I'll
around.
produce flame and light it on fire.
Like I said, I've brought earthworms back to life by dumping water on them before. That thing is way more advanced than an earthworm. I guarantee if we put water back on it, it's
When
gonna-
this is Pele to Cats. When were you messing around with earthworms?
Okay, so this is a real life story, but it's gonna be Kaz's story.
Okay.
This
So-
is Cass's story.
So, I went fishing one time and forgot to get bait.
Wait,
and
Cass fishes? I thought he hates the water.
He hates boats.
Oh.
Just like Ryan. I love the water. You're not getting me on a boat. Fuck that.
Oh man, that's a challenge.
And I just happened to find bait somebody had left behind, and it had been sitting out in the sun all day dry. But I dumped them in the water, and
Yep.
they came back to life.
Wow,
It was holy water.
that's very intuitive. Intuitive?
Either way, we shouldn't be fucking around with the seed of the hive mind.
I mean, worms
Yeah.
get cut in half and live. Desiccating them isn't gonna necessarily work. So.
No, I think we've made the right choice. And as we continue through here, I'm hoping that it's not going to take long enough where we're going to have to take a long rest down here, and we finish up down here, and we're able to just right back up to the ship.
We are eating through resources.
I don't
What are you
know.
saying?
I also don't exactly remember who was here when Kaz did it, but I asked Chris, and he said Kaz recognizes signs that we're getting closer to the Underdark.
Yes. Just did ask that last week. 2 weeks ago.
Bond, what do you see over there?
So, what you see over there?
Would you
Just gonna say the
specialize?
P word.
No. Hold on, let me get it. So, what you see over there is this.
Help! I'm stuck in the wall.
I didn't know you
DM,
used
DM discretion, I saved you.
What was that movie
I'm stuck in the void.
about the Navy ship?
Is that
Time
like
travel?
You, I don't
what?
care
That's
about.
There's a
They're
movie,
pretty much
Philadelphia
like-
Experiment.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's like a sci-fi movie.
So when you go into that area, you find actually a bunch of little tiny huts. Probably about either waist or chest high on you. These huts have little holes burrowed into them for something to go in and out of. As such, you can also see that the wall has been destroyed. It looked like there was a struggle, but you don't see any bodies. You do see some blood, or that you think is blood, as it is green and kind of luminous.
I was gonna check. They said green.
As it glows in the dark. As you continue to search around, you do find on the backside a very nice pile of gold as well as a chest. It is not just on the map for show, it's actually there.
That big thing's a chest?
Little things that just on the big
Oh, I see it.
golden pile of
in
gold.
the bottom left corner.
You're coming over. Did you go over with
Yeah,
me,
I'm
or
with
did you
you.
get distracted?
No, I'm with you.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna check these doors before I touch this chest and we get jumped.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, I'll mention to Bond the last time that I encountered a giant pile of gold like this, it was a fake and it was a trap. So it might be a good idea to
So I can see.
Do you,
Wrap my cloak around my
do you guys
face like
reiterate?
Silas did.
Do you guys reiterate all of that?
Still kill themselves.
I figure
What
We'll
else?
get there
Like,
to
what do you
fix
see
the
over
problem.
the way I imagine like
Oh yeah,
Kaz,
we got the little thing.
Kaz searching, like anytime we're like searching rooms and stuff is at least how I imagine it, because we've worked together a while, is we would definitely be calling out like, hey, this is what we're seeing
Okay.
in this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes like we'll keep things to ourselves.
That's fair. No, yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Well, if you reiterate it, I could radio back and just say I can use Mage Hand to touch it first if you want.
We can
Okay, if the crowbar
investigate
doesn't work,
it. Some
we'll
of
do
us
that.
have those
Okay.
skills.
Nah,
As we're rolling bodies over and doing stuff.
let them figure it
I don't have a lot of uses in this group, so I don't mind investigating things, which is just not as good as it is Holly was.
Okay. So as you guys
Which was a choice, because
bond,
we had
as
a
you
road
get
that part,
closer
so it
to
takes all the
the
roads
pile of
first.
gold, you can actually, as you get kind of close, you can see a part of the pile kind of shift a little bit, and this tiny creature kind of pops out with a dagger in its hand. Halt! What are you doing here? Are you part of that group? As you are looking at this creature, you can see he's
Bon is
furred.
not the one to negotiate.
Oh good, the gun's out.
Well, Kaz is fully armed, ready to
uh,
fight as well.
He has a
I'm-
long, narrowed nose. He has a furry face with whiskers that come out, beady little eyes. He has a tail that kind of comes off, and you can see the tail at the very end has what looks to be like a ribbon of some sort tied to it. As he's standing there with his dagger, and he's wearing a cloak, and he actually has a full vestige on, almost like an adventurer's getup. But it's very mundane. There's no like actual armor to it. As he's standing there with this little pointy hat with a feather.
Oh God.
So, say you, friend or foe?
That depends on you.
Friend would be nice.
Friend, you say. Are you part of the Grove?
The who?
The Grove.
I don't know what a grove is, my dude.
You are not a friend then. You must be an enemy. As he kind of crouches down then, almost taking a fighting stance. What would you guys like to do?
Is this
Can I see this
is this sword that he's
Anybody
holding?
who's over there with Bond.
Are we done? done investigating.
I should be over there. Hold on. Where's
Me and
I
Ashley
mean-
were investigating when they went to the other room, so are we
Oh, there's-
still
Right,
there,
yeah.
everybody?
I'd say you're finishing up as
Oh,
you
okay.
can hear the commotion kind of starting to go on.
Guys, there's this little dude that looks like he needs a hole in his head. God, and I'm trying, man. It's the finger's really cheap.
No holes in heads yet.
Bond, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Taylor's gonna
use the hammer.
No,
Use.
it's crowbar gun.
Let me put this in. If anything has a head, it looks like it deserves a hole in it for Bond's point.
That's what he looks like.
Oh,
There's way
you
too on a
could
picture.
you could not want to just shoot that. That's so cute.
Is
You have to shoot it twice because he's so cute.
is it a full is it a
Like,
full
bang,
size
bang.
sword that he has, or is it like a him size sword?
It's a him size sword. Yeah,
Cute.
it looks like a fucking toothpick to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I walk over there, I'm
I can
gonna
make
say,
it put it down.
where is it? Guys, where's
I think I'll say exactly
who
where.
are you talking to? Where is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, listen, my guy. I said we're friends. You don't gotta get all stabby. Do a little thing, okay? We don't need to do that.
But you say you not know the grove.
And
The grove is what protects us.
okay,
It's done a bang up job so far.
These creatures were very powerful. As I imagine you were.
We didn't have to
which
hide.
creatures? The dead ones?
Is that what they were?
I don't know.
Natural beings.
Some skeletons we ripped apart. That was fun.
You destroyed them?
Yeah,
Prove
was
to
I
me you
supposed to?
destroyed them.
Well, I mean, let's take a walk.
At that, Taylor like walks
Looking
over
at the
and she's
wounds
like,
on my body, I was like, well, I'm
So
still
cute.
standing. I'll go.
I'll walk
Someone
back.
go grab
Give me a
some
second.
of this
I'll walk over
a
and-
skull.
Yeah, I was gonna walk over and grab a skull, exactly.
Okay. As you bring the skull, he kind of looks at you. Huh. Well, at least you're competent. As
One-
he
one
puts
of the
his
limp
he puts his
liquor flickers,
dagger
whatever you call
away in his sheath and kind of puts it behind his back.
Can I bend down and pick him up?
I don't need any help. Thank
Yeah,
you.
ah.
As he kind of hops down off the pot of gold and kind of starts to walk around.
So cute.
He starts to like assess the
You're
damage.
turning into Kaz.
Ratatouille. So personable.
I just want to hold you.
Fire or something?
Kaz does it with full grown people.
Yeah. Taylor can't.
This
Mr.
close to an incident.
Mr.
I am
Challenged, I can't break down.
Phineas.
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 Phineas, it's wonderful
When
to
he
meet
gives his
you.
name,
Inside check.
I want an inside check.
Yeah, I'll help.
I want to see if he's giving like
Yeah, I'll
a
help.
We
fey.
can't help. You can. Do
Okay, I'll do one. I'll do one.
Like, is he doing like a fey equivalent? That's what I'm kind of looking
Okay.
for. Like,
Was it?
it might be what he's known by, but is it really his name?
Right.
I'll listen in and cast guidance for you.
It's
Kind of help
24.
identify what he's.
See.
21. 25.
25. So
Just ignore me. I'm not even gonna bother.
you're like Phineas. Yeah, that checks out.
Hey, he's legit. This guy's real cool.
I'm very good at every aspect of social stuff. Lying, telling the
you
truth.
do know
seeing what other people want.
there's a bit of truth in his name.
Yeah,
but
and
that is
that
not
it
his-
sounds like just a nomenclature,
Right.
but maybe not his
Right.
name. Okay, I don't say anything necessarily to anybody. I just try to clock that
I'm gonna
information.
I
call
feel like I would
Yeah.
know that too.
Stumble over if she's
Okay.
awake and see if she knows Phineas.
So,
Okay.
so Finny, what you doing here? Well, he's calling Tumbo over.
Well, this is my tribe, my home.
Where-
He
As
did,
I
refer,
looked
he
up
did
the-
refer to all these things as huts.
As
I was
about to crack
fiercely
open the
fighting off
chest.
these creatures when I got knocked out and fell in the gold, as you can see.
How did you end up underneath the gold?
That I couldn't tell you. I just fell and somehow got buried. As he starts to kind of like walk around.
Does he do that ear scratch thing that
Yeah,
you just did?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like you know.
Can you do
as
it with
he's
his back foot, though?
continue. Huh?
Can't do it with his back foot.
Sure.
Just awkwardly lifting his back foot.
I think he's okay, but I don't think he's gonna be able to help us fight.
No. He's gonna stay in someone's pocket if he wants to stay with us.
So you're not with the Grove. Then are you here for the trials?
For the what?
Yes.
I'm sorry. No, Megan didn't hear the word.
I said, you're not with the Grove, then are you here for the trials?
I don't know what's
The first room
That's the
on
thing we
where
found.
the bar was had the plaque that was about the trials
Brazil?
that I told you all about.
Brazil.
We don't know exactly what they are, but we know there's some ancient Druidic thing.
That's right,
about all
there's
we
one.
know.
That's right, because they didn't
Okay.
look Druish. I remember that now. I remember that.
I remember through humor.
Since my tribe has been taken, I guess that leaves it up to me to be your guide then. Well,
Do you
I don't
know the
know.
trials?
do I know the trials? I have taken the trials, I have passed the trials and become a great warrior.
Please.
I've done something like that. I'm gonna insight check him on that.
Sure.
Yeah. 15.
Oh,
Know your
fucking
enemy.
awful.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. He,
Kaz
he
is-
is not a warrior in any means.
Kaz is not happy about that. I am.
Taylor's passive insight is 21, so she's just like
Every time
assuming
we
that
have
a lot of this is
questions,
just
I
like
ask.
him.
Yeah, he's boasting.
Kaz is
Very blusterous.
visibly upset that he would lie about something like that, and I'm stomping off now. I'm over this way.
So Finny, is it okay if I call you Finny?
Sure. What shall I call you?
Pele, or
Hey.
Amber.
As he
Whichever
kind of like
one.
he does like a little bow, and takes his little hat off and puts it back on.
She gives like a little bow, like a little curtsy.
I see you are accustomed and refined. As he kind of like hops up onto one of the houses and then jumps onto your shoulder. Well, since the rest of my
Look
tribe is
over.
not here, I will definitely be able to guide you and help you along your endeavors in the trials.
Question: Where was your tribe? Where was your tribe taken?
That I don't know. I was knocked unconscious when the battle was ending.
How long has your tribe lived down here? You are aware of the bird people upstairs?
Every now and then, someone from there comes down, but normally they don't survive.
The bird people? Or
What?
your tribe people?
No, the bird people. Normally the giant ape-like creatures that we have guarding
I don't know
the
why I'm
entrance of
surprised. I
wisdom.
haven't seen a live one yet, so
Uh,
that makes sense.
normally the apes that guard the trial of wisdom
Nasty.
sits there and stops them from entering any further.
It might need some more.
Well, you're
just had
still
to heal
over
so
by
much poop
the
damage.
gold and the treasure chest, right?
Yeah.
You say yeah.
As he's on my shoulder. I'm
What
just gonna,
about the
like, be like,
gold?
Is the gold yours, or is it part of the? Is it a reward for passing the trial,
She's
or
gonna like motion like.
we don't want to offend you or your?
Well, my tribe is, let's say, light on fingers, and we take things that are shiny off of people that don't make the trial.
Cowards and thieves.
Sounds like it's ours now.
I mean, you're more than welcome to, and if you don't survive, then we will definitely have more to add.
No, because you're the last one, and if we're dead, you're definitely dead.
I wouldn't say they're thieves, but more so like scavengers. Right, Finny?
Yes. We don't actually take them off of people that are living. That would be uncouth.
Cowards
Anything
still.
dangerous about this? Gesturing to the chest and the.
Oh, the trials are filled with perils and dangers and puzzles and contraptions
okay.
and traps.
Just take a look at this. We both whip out thieves' tools.
Well, it's time to
Well,
get
alright.
my
No,
crowbar.
see, a well-rounded party. Ah, I had a party once.
Was it your birthday?
Did anybody show up?
This is like no. This is gonna be like that scene
that Barnaby
in
is like-
Billy Madison when he's talking to Chris Farley on the bus, and Chris Farley is like, I had sex with her. Like, no, he didn't. Yeah, but my friend did. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his friend. No, he didn't. Yeah, okay.
So, are you all ready to? Well, you've already passed the first trial of wisdom. You guys didn't touch the flower. That's how you survived, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we did it.
Okay, I make one deception check. You be quiet.
None of us touched the flower.
No, none of us.
None of us touched it.
Absolutely.
We didn't touch it.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't touch
Um,
it.
With Know Your Enemy, I was gonna ask about
If we did though, if we had touched it, what would it?
hit points and
I mean, I rubbed-
fighter class levels.
I rubbed monkey shit all over its vines.
So I have 100
I touched it.
points. So know your
Fuck that
enemy.
flower.
I know if he's inferior,
trying to help
superior, or equal to, and fighter class levels is, if any, inferior.
Yeah, so no fighter class at all. And he is definitely inferior to you.
Then the trials would be easier or something.
It's gonna be like a trial of strength, and we gotta like stick our finger in a mousetrap.
Are we
Gonna
really
start
invested
investigating.
in doing these trials?
Yeah,
Or what?
I was just
Yeah,
about to say.
I mean,
Listen,
Down here.
Kaz is
You
like
can flush yourself.
he wants to keep moving, but that's not the right kind of
You hear
moving.
me mumble
That's like
something to
walking in circles, basically.
So,
Just get guidance.
Penny, we're actually trying to. We're on a rescue party. So if there's a way to like skirt around these trials so we can go and rescue your tribe, the people, the bird people that were taken from above, there's a little like we want to move as fast as we can to rescue everyone.
As he starts to kind of think for a minute. Well, I won't be able to help you on this floor, as there are no secret passageways that some of you won't be able to fit. As he's looking at the
Yeah, my mind immediately went to
very
gaseous form.
taller individuals.
Good question.
But there may be a way to bypass some of the trials. I don't know if that is where they were taken, but we can definitely try.
I mean, if we have to go that way, then
Yeah, I was gonna say because I have one oil of etherealness. We have a potion of gaseous form.
Thumble is kind of she's kind of like sitting down on one of the mushrooms, and she's like, I'm probably not gonna be able to continue for a little bit. She's
So
really
we're gonna take a rest.
I'm gonna walk over to Thumble and ask, like whisper to her, is he a regular example of like is he like the default appearance like vibe or like is he a runt compared to the other Ratmen, or is he the basic like default Ratman? Like if I see another Ratman, are they all gonna kind of look like him?
That's racist. Oh, I should clarify. Is this a were rat or like a
No,
like an awakened rat?
Because
or
like
something?
because
it's like a regular sized rat
Okay.
that is literally holding like
Because really, so I'm like, we're thinking like Red Wall rat. Okay, that's
Yep.
awesome. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Like I fucking love Red Wall.
It
Seriously.
kind of reminds me of Narnia when the rat is sitting there and he's like got the little rapier.
Yeah. So for sure, I want to like if we go through the like, is it even worth trying to bypass these trials, or can we just like stomp through them?
I don't know. I've never been through the trials before.
That's fair. You're the only person that may have
I
had.
do know of some fey rats that I've come across, and this is the first time I've met one that's so small. They're all normally thieving, backstabbing bastards, but most of the time fey aren't like that. Most of the time.
Fair enough. I was just making sure we weren't gonna like, oh, these are gonna be easy and walk in, and the normal rats are like fucking like bigger than Kaz, and they're fighting dragons and stuff.
How is that not what you would say?
It'd be so much more fun.
I lied about the potion of gaseous form. We do not have.
I thought we did have one.
No,
thought-
we just picked one up not too long ago.
Actually,
I may
you're
not.
right. It's just it's
Oh,
not updated on
yes.
it. Yeah.
Listen, I seriously.
Yeah, it's on the,
I need
it's not on
to.
the list. It's on my.
Okay, I am so sorry, guys. I'm really bad about that. Let me see
So what if?
how far back I was. Okay, so session 72 is the last time I updated the loot.
Okay.
So I need to go through and update. I'm very
I
sorry.
know it was on the list that I gave you stuff that we have one portion of it.
So the other thing that we have is we have the magic chalk that can help us possibly it won't help us create a door because I won't know what's on the other side.
We can get through things.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Honestly, I feel like if we try to plan it out too much, we're just gonna fuck ourselves.
Well, I was gonna say like
We might just-
we can go like in your bag or in the
Portable
hole,
hole, yeah.
and you can use the
I can dim
Oil.
door. I can polymorph people. We have lots of.
Yeah, like you can use
Surprising
the
ways to get through
gaseous
stuff.
form and just go through, follow him through the hole, him and Thimble through the hole, and
Now, so the next part is going to be a pretty difficult way to get in, as it is a puzzle of sorts. Takes keen mind and
Riddle.
nimble feet.
Kaz is like trembling, like he's
Okay,
like a,
alright,
he's like a
we'll
he's
do
like
it.
an addict who hasn't had a fix. Like he's shaking.
Alright, so as you guys open up the chest,
Well, we're gonna investigate. I got a 20. Just traps. Anything else?
I did squish it.
They sound like squishy.
What'd you get?
Trap,
Okay, pop.
Trapsy
Yeah.
kind of folk.
there's no traps on
I
Okay.
squished it with my bag.
it. As
That
you
little pop. Yeah.
It's a lollipop now.
As you open up the chest, what you find inside is you do find a ring inside there. You find a shield, a flask, and you do find a very interesting contraption that has sand in it, and it kind of makes a hourglass kind
Kind
of.
of device.
Yep. As well as some gemstones. Let me know when you're ready for the gemstones.
I'm good to go. Yeah.
Okay. So you find 2 yellow sapphires, 1 opal, 2 star rubies, and 1 star sapphire, all of which are worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Each?
Estimately.
Total.
Each. No,
Yeah.
each.
Dang.
Yeah, those are high end
Yep.
gemstones.
You do find 10 bloodstones. Those are each worth 250. And you do find some banded agate, probably about 50 or so pieces in there. So a nice haul of gemstones.
No scarlet areolas in there?
No.
How much were the?
And how much gold?
How much for the banded agate did you give? Do you have that estimate? for that?
Yeah, so they're worth 10 gold.
10.
Yeah, each.
Decorative stone.
And with the bloodstones, were those 250 gold total or 250 gold each?
No, the bloodstones are worth 50 gold each.
50 gold each.
Yep. As for the coin,
means there's six.
you got
Okay.
2,000,
I don't know.
27,000 gold pieces in that pile.
27.
Lay the
27,000.
bag out and just shovel. I get my shovel.
27,000.
I get my shovel. Come on.
Put that in there.
We could build 2 more ships.
Kaz is
Oh
gonna
yeah, I just got like the
add
haversack
Scrooge
saying,
McDuck
"All
dies
right."
into like a file. Like,
Fucking hurts.
it does. Good. I like that. Good. Have you ever seen you guys remember?
I told you have to
the-
raise.
You remember the animation domination that they used to do on Fox?
Yeah.
They used to do this bit called Scientifically Accurate, whatever, and they would take the cartoon and redo the theme song and add scientifically accurate lyrics to the theme song. So they did DuckTales one time, and that was one of the bits in the song was diving into a pile of gold would be like concrete, and he dives in and dies. He like dives in and breaks his neck.
Yeah, fucking hurts.
Yep. Good. Thanks. I
Not
appreciate
as
that.
not as not
No, I
not-
love the realism. I really
as.
like that.
Are we gonna take a minute and identify all these?
I am going to short rest.
I'm 100% okay if we just like send those over Discord and do that over Discord.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's-
let's just write them down so that way you.
I got-
I just.
I got
No,
the-
no, I mean like.
Oh,
Write down
yeah.
what they are so we don't have to remind him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
already
So the
read.
shield is going to be an arrow of catching shield. The ring is a ring of animal influence. And the iron flask, or the flask is an iron flask, which has a brass stopper.
don't
You can use the command
remember.
word to speak Let's see. Hold on.
I think it's
Let me read it verbatim.
You don't need a short rest. You don't have anything, right? If you ritual up,
Oh
identify.
yeah, while we're doing a short rest, I can.
Yeah, because that's
Just-
30. That's 30 for you to
Iron
identify
Blast
everything.
has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the command word. Targeting a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. The target is native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw of 17 or be trapped inside the flask. If the target has been trapped by the flask before, it has advantage on the saving throw. Once trapped, a creature remains in the flask until released. The flask can hold only one creature at a time.
Guys, please, can I have that? Please.
Hold on. Does identify tell us if there's something in it already? That's what I don't remember. Because there is some chance that there's something in it already.
It does not tell you if there's something.
That's fine. I don't care. I still want it.
Can I do before?
No,
can I
I
do
know
an
what I'm gonna
Arcana
do.
check
I
on
already
it
know what I'm
to
gonna
just,
Oh yeah, it's
That's
just
figure
what
out the
I'm gonna ask.
properties of it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want help? Because that was going to be what I was.
Yeah.
I don't care which one. It gives you advantage.
I'll cast guidance.
Gracias. Alright.
Because I want to know. Because there's some really.
We'll do this.
It's fun.
16 with guidance. Yeah, that's gonna be a big roll, guys. So that's a dirty 20 plus my modifier, so it makes it 28.
28.
Nice.
Very good. Go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
1 second, let me roll that on.
And I think higher's better.
So that puts that my 54. Do I get a guidance on that?
No.
54.
54.
Only on checks.
So let's see. It gives off a very strong magical sense as it's. Hold on, let me open a new tab on that so I can read exactly what that is.
Yes, I already picked you. You suck a cat. You suck a dog. You're letting me suck a cat. Useless. Just useless.
Okay.
I just want attention.
So it gives off a very magical sense of evocation. And as you kind of touch and reach out with your magical senses, you almost feel as if that magic is alive and kind of pulsing, and you kind of start to taste and have like that copper, earthy taste in your mouth as your senses reach out and touch this flask.
Do you still have your detect thoughts up, or is that I forget how long that one lasts?
It's a minute. I could cast it again on the flask.
I don't necessarily think
It's only a second level spell, so it's fine.
yeah, but it's a couple of
I only used 3 spells, and one was a 4th level, and the others were 1st level. So I'm
You,
good. I'm
you
safe.
realize Pele and Silas differ in that Silas is a hoarder. He's like, I gotta hold on to these precious spells. They do things.
Might need them.
Like the thing that I'm worried about is my sorcerer
that's
points. I only
fucking
have 3
badass.
left. So
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but it's, I mean,
That's
2
fucking
would be a
badass.
conversion of
What?
You get 3 points back.
yeah, we could check on it later. Like
I don't think it's worth a casting. A free casting,
yeah.
but
So with me like checking this out, so we already stated that it was empty. Oh no,
That's what
okay,
you just
that's
found
what
out.
I,
It
so
is not empty.
I'm gonna say there's something inside it. Because you're more than welcome to have it. And like if you want to do a Hail Mary, if we're in a big fight with it, I say go for it. But until then, like later,
Definitely.
so
later
the
I can do.
I'm-
we don't have
detect thoughts
control
on it.
over.
The
thing
excitedness
comes out.
was definitely out of
Comes
character.
out.
I'm
Okay.
just, I have, like,
was
the
pretty
idea
sure
I
that's how I
got when you
remembered
read
it.
what
Yeah,
that
it's just
flask
like in the Golden
does
Gate,
is
you actually find
it's
one
hilarious
in
to
the
me.
Golden
So
Gate.
I'm
Um,
guessing it has like a.
Which they have like
Megan's
a
guessing
whole
that it
inspector
probably has like
inside
a.
I just
like,
remember there's some
maybe
really
like an
nasty.
earth
Really
element
cool.
on it.
yeah. So I'm just, I'll hold on to it and I'll keep it safe.
Okay.
We'll see.
This one, I think,
Until we
actually
see, until we
give
figure out what's, if
fucking
we can figure out what's in it,
party a run
maybe.
for its
Perfect.
money.
I
Yeah,
could probably
well,
look into it or listen into it. Not with my real
Hello.
But especially after, if we get whatever's in it out, like, I definitely want it after that. Like,
Oh yeah.
Also from my Arcana check, can I glean that like, if whatever's released in it, is it like able to be used again? Like the flask to like contain something else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's just it's hard
It's
to
like a
get the thing you
Pokeball.
let out back in.
Yeah, it's
they
like what Grog
they
was
have
stuck in.
advantage
You
to
critical
keep from
roll
going
that
back in
first
again.
season, right? It's kind of like what Grog was stuck in that, well, they used to put
The
trinket
locket,
in the
yeah.
locket type of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of the same idea.
Off topic, but the flask in Baldur's Gate 3, it's that you can't use it again for something else. I was super bummed out about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, darn it, I wanted a Pokeball. Just like grab monsters and throw them out.
Yeah,
of
but the only
battle.
problem with that is like that destroys one of the quests when you actually steal that and open it and use it. So and you miss out on a lot of stuff that you can get from that Thieves Guild.
Oh, I killed.
and what?
Oh, I didn't kill the Thieves
So-
Guild, but I
Yeah.
killed the
sword or
the group. Yeah. I was like,
I was gonna
that
say
sucks.
because if you sit there and you give them the flask without actually opening the chest and doing everything, like you bring the whole chest to them, they actually give you access to their exclusive weapons, and that carries through all the way to the very end.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you miss out on some loot that you can, or transactions you can do later on.
Okay. Cool. So,
The
flask
hour,
in pocket.
yeah, this the hourglass left now.
Oh, the hourglass is just an hourglass.
It's
Cool.
just pretty.
What'd you say it like that for? What the fuck?
It's an
What the
hourglass.
fuck, man? You can't say it like that. Like, are you?
I just gave you guys a shit ton of magical shit, man.
No, like that weird like smirk you did afterward made me real nervous.
Because it doesn't matter until the time runs out. Keep it sideways.
Can
Sideways.
can I tell how much time? Is it like a minute hourglass? Is it an hour hourglass? Can I tell?
Yeah, it looks like it's just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like something you would have for some kind of like table game or something.
I was gonna say somebody lost the hardware board game.
Okay, hold on. I'll pocket that too.
Cool. So
It's what
that
it
was
that you pushed down.
that was all during the
The whole
rest. So
time for
did you do your rest? Thumble did
Yeah,
your rest.
I'll do one because I have a
take
level of
short rest
exhaustion I like to get rid of. So
Cool.
and hopefully succeed. So we wait an
You
hour.
lose them with a short rest.
I can expend hit dice to get rid of one level of exhaustion.
Oh, nice. Cool. All right,
I
and then
just get back all my inspiration, but I can heal everybody with my kit again after you take a short rest.
nice. All
And I
right.
cannot
I'm
do.
gonna group everybody kind of close.
And take us, Penny, to the next puzzle.
This is part of the trial list, which is wandering around and figuring it out.
Ooh, stop rolling stuff. What are you doing to me?
Nice roll. Wait, you
I did do. I
And
rolled.
the question was, are we going further north, or we're now going down the
We're
other
going down.
passage we
Yeah.
did go? Okay.
All right. So as you guys come down and
My mouse isn't
There we go.
working.
as you guys come down to the next entrance, you can see more actual stonework being done as the floor is turned from dirt to actual like not stone but compacted earth that have kind of like a little bit of stone pebbles inside of it. As you guys, you do see another couple of huts down there, but nobody's inside of them. You don't even see any bodies though. So, but as you guys bend the corner, you can see a giant statue figure that is there.
As we're walking up to the statue, can
And actually, because that's the only thing I don't like about this new
Interface.
interface. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it. Because I had it to where it was like all.
we're jumping rooms.
We're melting into the walls.
So yeah, so
was
yeah,
the order
that,
first
that
time.
movie, Philadelphia Experiment, is about this Navy ship that it's based on a true story about this Navy ship that supposedly went through like this wormhole and disappeared for a while, like time traveled, and in the movie they time travel back to like Pearl Harbor, like right when Pearl Harbor's happening. Philadelphia experiment, yeah. And then, but when they teleport back, I can't remember what happens in the movie, but in like the story, once the ship has reappeared, the crew members are like fused through like parts of the ship and stuff, and so that's what made me think about it when somebody said they were stuck in the wall.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yes, it happened in the movie as well.
I haven't seen the movie in a long
All
time.
right, so that's what you see.
I
You
just
can
remember
see,
because it was one
you
of
can
my
see
few
one
high school
statue
days.
that has
Very
like a
few.
golden, almost like sand kind of around it, making a pattern, and you can see a door to the north of it that has what looks to be Brazil has like a light barrier of some sort, kind of blocking the way.
Can we see anything through the barrier, or is it just too bright?
Yeah, it's you can kind of make out. It looks like there's some chests in there, but other than that, that's about it.
As we're walking up, am I just getting any sense of like a magical aura from the statue?
You can make an Arcana check to see. That's fine.
That is a 21.
You don't really get any sense of magic coming off of it.
Okay.
Any plaques or anything around the base of the statue or on the wall?
Nope. So Phineas sits there and looks at you all, and he goes, "Yeah. All you have to do is just walk up to the statue, and it will interact with you."
I'll approach.
Okay.
Heuristic.
Go ahead and move yourself.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna set myself over here.
You probably Pele collide.
Oh.
We both go to the same corner.
I'll stay right about that.
All right.
The only concern is if y'all are on the outside of the door and this thing magically seals you off.
As you begin to walk up to the statue,
Just get yourself close enough.
you see the statue actually start to move because it's kind of down with a sword in the ground. As you get closer, you see the head kind of lift up and it kind of straighten out. As it sits there and opens up one hand. Welcome to the trials, adventurers.
Hold
To
its
continue on, you must answer some questions.
Hold its hand. Yes, hold it. I'm in the earpiece. Hold its hand.
I slip my hand slowly up, and I guess it's probably not like. Is it bigger than me, the statue, or is it like?
Yeah, it's huge.
Okay, yeah, I stick my whole hand up inside his hand.
On one tip.
Did you have to
I grab his finger.
I grab the whole hand up.
Yeah, I did. I grab his finger and hold on to one finger. I kind of like swing my arm a little bit, like.
It doesn't interact with you other than that.
It laughs at you.
Hey, Dad. Hey, guys.
Realizing Cass has a lot of daddy
It's
fingers.
not my dad.
Okay, so it sits there and it looks at you. Your first question.
Fuck, it's a riddle. I told you.
When is up not up?
Oh fuck, this is a tough one. When you're upside down.
The sound, you were correct.
Incorrect.
Listen, that's real confusing. You should fix that.
As you sit, you start to see as he has his hand out and you're touching it, right? As he says incorrect, the sword starts to slowly move up.
Vinny, what's the answer?
Vinny looks at Judy. I don't know.
I thought you said you.
Okay, let's
I said I would lead you.
let me think. That was not a super serious
When is
Kaz
up
or Ryan
not
answer.
up?
Let me get serious here.
There's no gravity.
When it's down. Is it a trick question?
I mean, I know a possible answer, but
Well, you can
Well,
like
you guys
we
have-
can
you
talk.
guys
I either when it comes
You
to
also
riddles,
have
I
to
either
search the
immediately
room.
know the answer or I can't figure it out.
Heard. Well,
no-
he's
When it's
thinking.
only a
I'm gonna
word?
start searching the room.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep thinking. You guys.
I say when it's only a word. I'm saying this to Cass.
And I'll.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
As
gosh,
the
don't say it
sword
out loud.
starts to come up
Use the
higher.
earring. I'll search the room.
As you begin to search the room, you start to see depictions on the walls, as you can see what looks to be like forming dotted lines that kind of trail along the walls. As they do, they kind of lead to the wall that has the shimmering lights, and you can actually see that the lights actually form like an X over over the wall.
So it looks like a treasure map?
Right? Is the X glowing at all?
Yeah, I mean, because it's all magical, as it's
And there's nothing
you
written
can start
around.
to see now as time passes. You can start to see topographical lines starting to come out. You can see what looks to be like locations from a world map starting to appear. Even some nautical terms starting to pop up where water is supposed to be. Again,
Does it
when
look
he's
like,
up, not up.
Does it look like our world on this topographic? Do I recognize any coastlines?
You can make a history check.
I can do that. I'll guide my mind. Jeez, my dice are so completely screwing me still. 18, 19.
Yes. It actually is, if you pull out your map and look, you can see that it actually starts to form off of one of the peninsulas around the Green Sea and the Spellscar Island.
Okay.
If you want, I can pull up the map so you can take a look at the area that we were
I
talking about.
vaguely remember what you're talking about.
We have it in Discord too.
Yeah. Since it's showing that historically, is this a riddle that's been used in history somewhere before?
It is a riddle that is old as time, but yet as new as man has been around.
Fuck, the answer's a
So
riddle.
could be historical. So I'll rack my brain and see if somewhere in history have I heard this riddle before or something of that nature. And I will cast enhance ability.
Kaz would like to
Okay,
would like to do that himself as well.
Just to help with your check.
History, right?
Whoever that is, me, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm about to see if I can flip.
Kaz is brain damaged now.
Let me see if I can flip it over.
A little too cooked
Time to
out.
play.
Thinking so hard.
Time to play a dumb barbarian.
31.
31.
The statue arm breaks and hits me in
You
the head.
have heard riddles very similar to this. That
I mean, it's got all the classic cadence.
that you've heard riddles that kind of resemble this, that mimic in the sense of time, as well as directions, as well as places. And that's the only hint I'm going to give you. Yeah.
Can I see the world map, please?
Yes, you can. So,
I don't know why.
the area that you are seeing here, I'll see if it'll let me draw. I want to do a square, and the area that you are looking at on the map is that area right there. I love this tribal music too. It's so fucking good.
Anything you remember about
Is
that
it-
specific area?
Is it like a Mario thing where you travel off the side of the map and you pop up on the other side?
When is up, not up?
When it's up.
Is it?
How
So
How
there's-
many-
There's a
just-
lot of maps. Is it north?
just
That
looking
is correct. As
Oh,
the
shoot.
sword starts to go back down.
that was literally the one thing. Good job. That was gonna be my next thing.
I'm like Paley's like
I was
looking at the map.
getting ready,
and
what I was getting ready to do. I was getting ready to ask how far out of the ground is the sword,
Uh-huh.
Because then I was gonna say, is it north? Because I didn't want to say north and we had to fight this thing. I was gonna wait. Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. That was
Very good.
nerve-wracking.
Very good.
As the
That was good. I like that.
the
That was
first
nice.
of what, 3 you said?
Huh?
Did
Yeah.
you say there were multiples?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't exactly.
I'm gonna look
Like
at
I said, when it
Phineas.
comes to riddles, I either immediately know the answer
Or-
or I'm not gonna figure it out because I overthink it.
I'm gonna,
I was stuck on the map thing, and I was like, we're talking about a lot about maps, so I'm thinking of a compass.
I'm gonna look at Phineas and tell him this is quite a challenge for somebody who hid under a pile of gold. But like I'm gonna say that like enthusiastically, like I'm trying
Kinda
to like
looks at you.
it's like like
The druids, they were very, very smart people.
oh they were smart people. Okay, never mind then. And then you're gonna go on to the next challenge.
Does the light barrier we're on a different area?
Yeah.
Does the light barrier disappear when, or is that still there?
Or shift in color
That
or
is still
something.
there. It does shift in color now. Now it changes from gold to blue.
Okay. All right. Next room. Let's go.
Wait,
No.
Bailey, wait.
I wanna
Stop.
I wanna walk up to the barrier that just changed color. Is it making any noise at all?
No.
Actually, are we still experiencing that weird like noise cancellation?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna reach up and touch it with the finger. I'm not going in. I just.
What if it like sucks you in?
Well, listen. This is what I'm thinking. These are trials.
Mm-hmm.
You get rewards after trials. There are chests on the other side of that barrier.
So I'm guessing once we finish it, then we'll get the chest.
Or
Yeah,
those
check
chests
them all.
are the reward for this. Why not just touch it to see what happens?
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
But
if you
I
are
got teleported
if you
to
are
another area where you guys had to come and
that's
save me
that's
from
true.
tentacles.
Okay, if you are really that worried about it, I won't touch it until we check all the other stuff.
Okay, I don't want to stop you from being intuitive.
No,
but
no, you're right. No, you're right. That's fair. I forgot about you being teleported. I forgot. I remember the tentacles because that was a really fun fight, but I forgot about you getting teleported there. I kind of blank out. There's this bit when I get real angry where things get real fuzzy there, and that must have fallen right in that area.
Also, you were asleep when I
Is there a
teleported.
That's right.
Yeah.
around this
Yeah.
statue?
It's the fucking fairy. That's right. I was mad at the fairy.
Come on, they're color coding the riddles for us.
Oh, okay. All right, Kaz, go hold this one's hand.
Okay, I will.
I hope it's his hand that comes out.
As this one opens up, you can actually see it's female as it opens up its
I
hand.
retract my statement.
As it sits there and it looks at you. Welcome, adventurers. The next part may be a little bit more challenging. As it looks at you.
We'll see. We had a lot of trouble with that last one.
Alright.
We are challenged by the simplest of things.
Let's limit it to like.
In all fairness,
30
I
guesses,
beat a
let's say
Sphinx 3 out of 3 tries. And that's got to be something.
We're letting you go first. This is your skill set.
Yeah.
Okay. It sits there and it says, where the shit goes when it hits the fan.
Ship,
What am I?
ship with a P.
Shit. As in
When
S-I-H-I-T.
the shit hits the
I
fan.
have a guess.
Yeah.
I do
What
too.
that again?
Can we discuss without you taking any of that as an answer?
If you speak it out loud.
Oh, well, we gotta wait. Don't worry about it.
Consequences.
Well, I'd like
When the
to
shit hits the
investigate
fan,
this
that's a
room.
consequence.
Yeah, let's check this room out first before we start shouting stuff out.
Okay, we'll start looking around.
Can you read the wording of that question one more time?
Yeah,
The
it
riddle.
says,
When the shit
when
hits
the
the
shit,
fan.
or it says where the shit goes when it hits the fan.
Then it said, "What am I?"
What am I?
So, let's. I will help Pele investigate the room. Kaz commends Pele on that. He's a little disappointed he didn't think about that. So.
I'm
It's not that
having
kind of
a
thing,
feeling
though.
this is
It's
all these are.
It's a
there's-
gathering visual.
I didn't know you were
clues
good at riddles too.
and investigate
This is
the
exciting.
riddle.
I think it's. Pele's just gonna say in her earpiece. I think it's south. The last one was north. I think this is south.
It can't be that easy.
It's gotta be.
Things have gone north.
I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna look at the
say
rat. I'm gonna look at the rat guy, and like kind of size him up a little bit
He's
and
on
be
my
like,
shoulders. You're like looking at me.
and then
too.
look over at Pele and be like, I think you might be right.
Just say it. Just
I'll
say
say south.
That is correct. As the sword finishes plunging in.
Got it.
I'm gonna look at the mouse.
They're very smart people.
I'm gonna look at the mouse.
They have their children do the trial of the druids. The flower one was
that's what
harder. Just don't touch the flower.
I'm gonna look at the mouse and say, that flower thing was so fucking hard. Why are these so...
Is there anything in this room?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, and then as before
Go and
Pele
look back
continues
and-
on, yeah, I was gonna
As
look
the
back.
wall turned to
Yeah.
green.
Okay.
The wall has turned to green.
All right, next
Color
one.
coded dungeon even.
All right, Kaz, go hold that one's hand.
I approach this one slowly.
Silas, we just go to the same area.
I gotta put my back against the wall, like I always do, because I am a chicken shit.
I'm assuming Bond moves into the room with us. So.
Yes. When he's out of the bathroom, Bond's over there by the statue. You didn't say I could.
Oh, you made it yellow again.
Okay. This one is actually a shorter statue, as it looks almost dwarvish.
I don't discriminate.
As you sit there and you see
Male or
instead of-
female?
Male. And instead of a sword, you see a battle axe that he has with the.
We got
Oh,
we got two
do
left.
do female dwarves in Cosmo have beards?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I asked. I just wanted to make sure.
They do.
Cool.
I want them to be like the Iron Tower trilogy, where they're just gorgeous, gorgeous creatures, and the males don't let people see them because they're so incredibly beautiful. I've always thought it was like, that's why we never see dwarf females, because they're just too much for people to handle. It's just weird lore.
Okay. So, as this one. Welcome, adventurous. This riddle is one of my favorites.
Wait, are you the same thing that was in the other statues?
No, they're all different. That's
Oh,
why they're-
does it sound
What do
like
you
a
mean?
dwarven accent?
Can you do
Dwarven?
different
Okay.
riddles then? Are you like, if it's one of your favorites, do you have others that you could give us?
That don't have the
It
concept.
just has an automated response. Welcome, adventurous.
I don't understand how this works. This is
Imagine
really
that
cool.
one gets right through the universe.
Listen, it
No,
said
it's like,
this
an
is.
NPC just repeats the dialogue.
Listen, it said this is one of my favorites. Kaz isn't like, this is magic. I don't fucking know. Like, don't laugh at Kaz. You don't fucking know. It's magic.
As it begins, following it
It's
will
mad-
take you
I'm
back
sorry.
in time, but
Oh, boy.
suddenly to
This riddle
tomorrow.
playlist is on sharp.
What?
Following it will take you back in time.
But suddenly to tomorrow.
East.
Are there
That is
international?
incorrect.
Are
West.
there
Shit, you
international
followed
date
it.
lines in your
That's
world?
exactly how it happened.
What?
I just start yelling east around the corner. East! I don't know why the fuck we're down here.
Dive into the room. East, east,
We're
east.
probably pissing off Shasta's dad and then stepmom down here.
Oh man, I'm sorry my voice got so squeaky before. That was.
You're fine.
I'll go back. Is the wall
Alright, so
green?
as you go into this
Is
next
the
round,
wall no longer green and is
Yep.
pinkish?
is now is white.
Oh, that's white.
Yeah, it's white. As you walk into the next room, you see a giant hole cut across the whole room.
I think that's a hole.
Apparently,
Oh, no.
Issei and Silas want to.
Silas walks up the wall. What are you talking about?
As you walk up the wall, you can
Does-
see that there's another statue. This one is an elvish female
Okay.
who's standing there, and she doesn't have a sword. This one has a staff in her hand.
Yeah, I do the Spider-Man squad. I walk up to the wall and put my.
Oh, you're gonna
And then
upside down
I sit down. I
kiss
sit down on my
her?
ankles.
He's gonna upside down kiss the statue.
No, I don't do that unless
On the east cheek.
50 gold, sir. 50 gold.
I slowly slip my hand into the statue's hand.
From across the gap.
Are you gonna jump the gap?
I mean, it's what, like a
I
five.
stretch out. How far is the? How
10 feet.
about how big? 10 feet?
It's like 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's
Oh!
a running start for you.
Fuck! I don't need to.
Strength 20?
Watch. I grab and hook across.
Okay. Yeah, you grappling hook, you friggin' shoot it over into the wall, and then you slingshot over, like Spider-Man. Are you gonna do the upside down kiss?
No, I'm not upside down. No, but I will slowly. slide my hand into its hand. I touch its staff.
While you're upside down.
I touch its staff.
You touch the staff.
As
The tip or the shaft?
as this one comes to life, she sits there and she kind of opens her hands, both with the staff in her hand. Welcome, adventurers. This will be your final question. What place
East.
That is correct.
It's like trying to quickly bypass the video game. Yeah, I know.
I'm not bypassing the capture. I'm trying to get past the capture.
I must finish texting it out.
She's still talking.
Yeah. As her body has already started closing and like you just hear the voice going off.
Nothing happens in this room.
No, actually.
Okay.
Oh man.
As you finish answering the question, you hear doo 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 doo. As the hole that is there actually reveals that it's not a hole. The floor changes back to the normal floor, and at the far end of the corner over here, you can actually see a stairwell leading down.
Heard. Pause the stairwell. Let's go check out the treasure chest.
Okay.
I am going to go with the assumption, I'm saying this out loud, that since we had to pass the trials, the chest shouldn't be trapped, traditionally. So,
What do you think, Phineas? Do you think these chests are going to be trapped in some kind of like secret 5th trial?
Oh, if I was, I would definitely have.
So these are definitely not trapped. Then don't worry about
devious
it.
trap.
If he was, yeah, these aren't trapped. Let's go in. I'm gonna go in and I'll open
You
the
know,
first one here.
you need somebody in the party that could has like a really high investigation check. That could
You just want to investigate. Just look at wherever you want to, Essay. Just look. Okay?
You could make. Listen, you could.
No one's keeping you from looking.
All you gotta do is copy his character onto Issei, and you can make Inspector Gadget.
I can inspect your gadget already.
Okay.
He's more Q than that, though. He's more build stuff.
That's
Alright.
yeah.
As you open up the first chest, you find a belt. That's all that's in that one. As you open up the second chest,
Sorry, it's so
Yep.
much foam at the bottom.
You okay over there?
Yeah.
you
She
find
inhaled too much air.
a broom.
It's just
A
like
broom?
A broom.
Oh,
foam.
Like does it?
Can I have the broom?
And then
I don't know. We may
I
have to.
pass it to Pele. Immediately.
You don't even know what it does yet.
I start sweeping the floor.
and then as you open up the last
Really sexual,
chest,
sorry.
you do
He
find,
figured it out.
It's
It's exactly what it's used
You
for.
find 2 items in that one. You find a talisman
Trust me, sounds good. Think I'll have to
and
say,
a
once it was
staff.
beat up.
So I'll pick the talisman up. But we've had some bad experience with staves in the past.
Staves.
Staves?
Staves.
Okay, staves.
Staves.
I'm sorry. That was a dumb moment. Listen,
Staves.
I grew up in the hills in Ohio. I was literally a
They
hillbilly.
don't have a lot of staves.
Literally a hillbilly.
They don't have any
So I say staves. Okay.
what's your alignment?
Stave. My alignment?
Yes.
Chaotic good.
It's not chaotic. Good.
Since he started making
Oh,
a
no.
character.
No.
He doesn't remember.
Hey.
Lawful neutral.
He
Really?
follows the
I know
law.
that.
He believes in the law. There's
Yeah,
just
it's
good
chaotic
things and
good.
bad things about that fact.
What'd you say it was?
What's your
Lawful neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral?
I've been leaning towards
I think
chaotic
I
good.
wanna
I think Sway's with his like whole split thing right now. I think he's still just neutral. But
At the start, too, Pele was chaotic neutral, but as time progressed,
Lawful neutral is basically like default
trying
for
to make, like,
Goliath.
good choices of like saving people. So.
Sway's
Why
24
am I
points
not
of
shocked?
rage
So like I
damage
don't think
after
he
touching
was
the
like
talisman.
24 points?
Side of the
Yes.
board, 'cause
Do I like
Yeah.
keep taking the damage?
Always hit me.
Do I like keep taking the damage?
If you want to keep holding it.
Almost the Pharaoh.
What is he? Are you holding the talisman?
Um,
Or the safe?
So can you describe to me how it feels to take radiant damage?
sunburn.
Like Ryan knows how it feels to get burnt.
Okay, so
And,
no.
like-
So this feels like
you've sinned.
this feels like every deepest, darkest secret that you've ever had almost begins to set a blaze inside of you that is being burned from the inside.
Say no
out.
more. I got you.
Yeah.
Consecrated your sins in the burning stones.
So I'm quite familiar with that. So Kaz is gonna sit that talisman down in the chest, and he's gonna step out of the room, and he's gonna walk way the fuck back over here next to the stairwell, and just kind of chill out.
Do we
What?
want to take the time to identify things? or
Did
just
you
keep-
say anything
Nope.
about? It's gonna be like,
We
why
do
do you set it
have-
back down? And I'm gonna go and pick it up.
What's your alignment?
It's chaotic good.
As you pick it up, there is no problem.
Yeah, Bailey's just gonna be like, why did you set it back down?
So as you're looking at this talisman, it looks like a giant sun with a ruby in the center of it. It is made of silver and gold, and it does have gold lettering of some sort wrapped around it. Anybody who can read Celestial can read what it says.
Can I do a religion check?
Yes.
Maybe not. Religion.
Listen.
That's 11.
When I tell you right
Guidance
now,
would've been nice there.
the ideas you have put in my head by doing that, like, oh man. Oof.
Already got your story half read.
Yeah, I got a bunch of. That's good.
Little flashbacks.
That's good.
So excited for Kaz RP.
Oh,
I got an 11 on
we
the religion.
detect magic. Are all these things magical?
Yes.
Did you grab the? Did you
Or-
take the staff?
Oh, no, I thought the
power-wise,
staff might be
how do they
dangerous.
feel, or like
So you
some
said
of them,
it
like,
go
super
No, I didn't even
powerful,
touch the
or
staff.
Oh.
Some of them are. Some of them are.
What schools?
One of them is
Sure, I got it.
definitely
That's so
celestial.
cool.
Like it feels holy.
Feels
Super cool.
I didn't even know. I didn't know it was pixel art when I picked it out.
Yep.
Like,
Oh.
we were like way back in line. I
Huh?
couldn't see it
That's
until I unfolded it. Yeah,
As the other ones,
That's such a cool shirt.
yeah, I mean,
I like
the
Adam's
staff,
hoodie too. It was really nice.
Oh, that is really cool.
doesn't really give off a whole lot of magical energy. It's more of common.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the broom also. Where is that?
I swear to
Uh,
God,
it's-
if this is a flying broom. I'm
uncommon?
so excited because I was like
Brazil.
the next
What
time
the
we
fuck
were
we
in town, I was
barking
gonna
at?
want to buy one.
And then,
So
what did I say? The belt.
Yeah, belt.
That
What
one.
does the belt look like, by the way? And the staff? Do they? I mean, are
Brown
they
with a-
ornate, or
with a
they,
metal
do they have
buckle.
anything that might indicate their function?
Belt of crippling depression.
you took the belt, right, with you?
No, I didn't. I didn't take anything.
Oh, okay.
So the belt has
He took his
a.
guilt. He walked out with his guilt.
So the belt has on it. It's a brass belt buckle, leather belt with some brass finishing on the tops and bottoms. It does have what looks to be like a person wearing a ram's helmet on it, as well as some Dwarvic-looking runes on the inside.
It is your belt.
Okay.
Let's see the
You
staff.
left it down here, I guess, a while ago.
Kavaki's been looking for that. That's why he's so angry all the time. Off that fucking belt.
So the staff is, it's not very Brazil.
You know what's crazy is they didn't used to do that all the time.
I know.
I know.
We're not here as frequently or regularly, I guess. There was a long time we probably didn't miss like a week for a while.
That's true.
Yeah.
The holiday season.
Like just pissed at
Yeah.
It could be that her
So
eyesight might be
the
going
staff
into, like, the shadow
looks like it
there.
has what looks to be like a gem or something like that entangled in a bunch of vines that come up or come all the way down to a point until it kind of like turns into a branch. It doesn't look very like special.
Is there a pipe anywhere along it?
A pipe?
Yeah.
No.
A pipe?
If you watch Lord of the Rings, Gandalf's staff has that little crystal, but at the top, his pipe. He can pull his pipe out of a little holder out of the top of
Right.
his staff and he smokes.
All I'm thinking is Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, Nature Snare.
There are other movies.
That's a video game. She's not a movie.
So
It's cinematic.
I got an 11 for the religion check for the amulet.
No. Yeah.
Got nothing.
Well-
You don't understand why why Kaz kind of just. He kind of looked like he was in pain for a moment, and then put the talisman down, and then.
The question is, do y'all want to stop long enough to identify these, or just it'll be like 40 minutes? Or do we want to keep our rescue vibe going?
Friggin'
I
Dumbledore's
mean,
like,
we're already
"What's 40
taking one short
minutes?"
rest. How many more?
She needs another rest.
Well, she's like, "What's 40 minutes?" I mean, we just spent 20 minutes asking or going through a bunch of statues.
It could be pivotal. I don't know.
I really
Phineas,
wanna know
do
what
you know
this
how many
broom does.
more levels, trials there are?
There's only one more level, and that trial isn't really so much as a trial. It's
Test?
more of like
Challenge?
you gotta locate some things.
Oh. Hopefully we'll have someone who knows how to investigate.
Swage leaves like a
So let's
Brazil?
go. Let's go back to the room with the stairs, and we can go ahead and take a second because just noticing Kaz's demeanor when he was leaving, like it looks like Kaz might need a second, and then we can identify them because I really want to know what this broom
Well,
does.
actually, you have identifier, right?
I do.
You have ritual casting?
It is the
I
broom
do.
of infinite
Okay, so
smoothing.
20 minutes. 'Cause we,
Darn it!
Well, actually, yeah, it'll be 20 minutes because I know he can identify two, so
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll
perfect.
identify all four of
Okay.
those.
All right, so the talisman.
And anything else we haven't identified yet.
You
ready to write?
Do you want me to start with the good, or you want me to go from
You just whatever he's got.
Broom first.
He's got a list.
broom first? Okay,
Yes!
we'll do the broom first.
Wait. Are we also
Give this to me?
Are we also identifying the stuff that we found earlier?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there are three of us that can do it, and that's 3 items every.
But
10
listen,
minutes.
can we just
The slaves can do
can
it.
I
Oh.
just write down the titles and we just post the rest in Discord?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because there's no way I can write down everything anyway.
Sounds great.
No, you just
So
know what they are.
the broom is the broom of flying.
Ah, you got it! Yeah, look at that. Kaz wants it.
No, Silas wants it, but
So it
he
is
doesn't.
a wooden broom
didn't
that
say
weighs
anything.
3
He's got his
pounds,
own
functions
shit,
like
right?
a mundane broom until you stand astride it and speak the command word. It hovers beneath you, and you can ride it in the air. Flying speed is 50. It can carry up to 400 pounds, but when it's flying, it becomes 30 feet while carrying
take
over
Kaz.
200 pounds. The broom stops hovering when you land. You can send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you. If you speak the command word, name the location, and are familiar with the place, the broom comes back to where you speak another command word, providing the broom is still within the 1 mile radius.
You have to have
Roman
actual
flag.
words though.
What?
You have to come up with an actual word though.
I have to come up with a word?
Giddy up.
I put a
Everything
spell
has.
on you.
Go web go.
Oh.
Come on, Verboto.
So.
Figure out
It's
it.
no fun if you don't have an
What do they
actual
call
word.
the sisters?
Go,
The-
yeah, go web go.
Salem-
Go-
Salem
go web go.
Witch sisters? What are they? Who was it? Winnie, Fran, and what was the last one?
Winifred.
Fran was one, and then that was the dumb one.
That was a dumb one.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So
Then you must search. Yeah, that's fine.
Anyways, the staff. So the staff is just a staff of adornment. If you place an object weighing more than 1 pound, such as a shard or crystal or an egg, with stone, above the tip of the staff, while holding it, the object floats an inch from the staff and remains there until you remove it or until the staff is no longer in your possession. The staff can have up to 3 objects floating over the tip at any given time while holding the staff. You can make one more of the objects slowly spin or turn in place.
Guys, when
The
we're done,
Phineas staff.
when we're done with all of this, I want to find the guy who made this staff, and we're gonna fight him.
And Mary.
What's it called?
Oh.
Staff of Adornment.
Staff of Adornment.
Because like
So we
this,
pick up Phineas and go, Phineas.
this
attach him to the
is
staff
this is
hill.
literally like
It's got 3 cosmetic slots.
what use?
Well, it's cool if you're a low-level wizard and can't afford anything better.
Yeah, 3 eggs.
It's also
on top
good
of the shaft.
for
It's great.
confusing the masses. Look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
I mean, I like Pele's on fire. Like what?
What, you sit there and you put like a freaking strobing light in fucking like
That-
a
okay,
egg
that's-
and
yeah.
then put it in there and then have it spinning.
I did see.
have it floating.
Then you got
Ah,
I
It's a
did see a
rail
picture.
staff.
I did see a picture of like a. It was a picture of TikTok of a rave like out in the desert with all these huge like
Shooting out
strobing
lights.
lights and stuff, and it said,
So, I
"Imagine
would've
if you accidentally time traveled from like 1776 into this. Like what the fuck?"
Witches everywhere.
It is a save that would impress the shit out of us. Well, characters are like, what?
That's fair. I would be pretty impressed. That's fair.
I have your iPod.
Well, I said, so you go into a town and you put on like a little fucking show, like fucking the normal people are gonna be like, oh, we're
That's fair.
magic.
Well, I mean, Pele's normal people, and she's on fire. So
She's not always on fire.
I mean, her hair is on fire.
Yeah, that's just because she can't. That's only because Pele's wild magic, so her hair.
Oh, okay.
starts
Okay, I thought that was like a
continually
fire
burning
genocide thing. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought it was just a Tanasi.
I was being racist. I
They
thought all
can-
fire genocide looked the same.
Yeah, they can like
So.
they can definitely their hair
Species?
be on fire all the time, but
Species?
Haley doesn't know how to control it, and she thinks it's normal.
Kaz is racist though.
Okay, so
Yes,
the
definitely
belt.
racist.
Yeah.
The
He's a
belt
redneck.
The
Is
belt
He's a
the
literal
belt
hillbilly.
of dwarven kind. While wearing this
Alright.
belt, you gain the following
Kaz
benefits.
needs a beard.
You get a constitution.
No,
of-
Kaz doesn't need any hair.
Constitution
He's got
increase
hair,
of
man.
2 for a maximum up to 20. Can't pass the 20 cap. You have advantage on charisma persuasion checks made while interacting with dwarves. In addition, while attuned to this belt, you have a 50% chance of each day at dawn growing a full beard. If you are capable of growing a beard or a visibly thicker beard, if you already have one. If you aren't a dwarf, let's see, if you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following benefits while wearing this. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. And there's one more thing, but I can't read it because that damn
You can
Oh,
bar is
speak
on.
read
You can
right
speak,
door.
yeah, speak, read, write, door.
Kaz, is it required
Does
attunement?
require
Yes, it
attunement.
does.
Okay,
That's
Kaz.
the thing that kills all these.
Hey,
things.
listen.
That would be cool. 'Cause
Don't
then
worry
you
about
have
it.
the long blonde hair, the long
All of
blonde
these
beard.
items do require
I really don't know why they don't do
Even
like
the broom.
like
Even the broom requires attunement.
No.
why they don't do like slots.
It doesn't say that it's
Like, hey, you can have
Yeah, it
one
doesn't say
thing
that it requires
equipped to your head. You can
He's
have
just
2
Wow.
rings. You
Darn
can have a
it!
necklace.
You got me.
That would be way more fun than limiting.
Oh, but I want a freaking
like,
bearded, cool-looking Jesus.
listen, Kaz,
Jesus Kaz.
right now,
Yeah.
no.
Blonde
Okay,
beard.
You are forgetting lots of
I'm gonna
things.
get more attunement slots. So
Right now, what you need to understand,
hey, you
It's
would actually
Kaz.
look like a 17-year-old boy with a beard.
Kaz looks like
Sorry.
Jason Voorhees right now.
The only thing I respect about it is that like
He,
half of the shit
his
that
face
he
is all
gives you-
fucked up, and he's got
Yeah.
like wispy strands of hair from that fucking wish sticking out from the
Well, you
helmet.
get
Like,
Constitution
I'm
plus
serious,
2
like
increase
slasher
in
mode.
That would be like the only benefit.
That's a pretty big benefit.
That was the
I jumped from 18 to
staff,
20.
the belt,
Yeah, and it gives you +1 on
the
your
broom.
freaking
The talisman.
dice rolls when you
Yeah, the talisman was the last
Yeah,
thing.
I haven't gotten to that one.
I got
I mean, that's not a bad item for you.
I was like,
Yeah.
dark vision.
All right, so talisman. As you begin
I
to
just assume everybody else has slots.
identify, it is the talisman of pure good. It is a wondrous item, legendary, and it does require attunement by creatures of good alignment. This talisman is a mighty symbol of goodness. The creature that is neither good nor evil in alignment takes 66 radiant damage upon touching this talisman. An evil creature takes 8d6 radiant damage upon touching the talisman. Either sort of creature takes damage against each time it ends its turn holding or carrying this talisman. Here's why.
Man, I have such a good idea for
If
this.
you
talisman.
are a good cleric or a paladin, you can use this talisman as a holy symbol, and you gain a +2 bonus to spell attacks and rolls while you wearing it or holding it. The talisman has 7 charges. If you are wearing it or holding it, you can use this action to expend one of its charges, choosing one creature you can see on the ground within 120 feet of you, and that target is either of evil alignment. A flaming fissure opens up underneath them, and the target must succeed a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or fall into the fissure and be destroyed, leaving no remains. The fissure then closes, leaving no trace of its existence. When you expend the last charge of the talisman, it disappears into a mote of golden light and is destroyed.
Oh, that was a lot.
All kinds of ideas.
Basically, 7 times you can make something go to hell.
You know what I'm thinking of?
You know what I'm thinking of is Kaz, who thought he's been a good guy his whole life, just touched something that hurts stuff that's bad.
Well, that's not.
That he doesn't care. Like, that's basically what he thinks it
That's
does.
not good. It's the fact that he's not good that probably bothers him. When you think you're a good person, and you find out you're just not.
Now you start to think about all the things that you've killed and all the things that you've done, all the choices you've made so far.
Or maybe he's thinking
So
that
what-
whoever made the talisman may not be good.
Or a good judge of good. What about the other items? If we're gonna stop and do those.
I already read those ones off.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones where Kaz already wrote those ones down.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I'll try to find those later and put them in the loop. And I'll let you know if there's any I can't find.
Okay. No, they're all regular standard
Okay.
items. Yeah. Didn't go all crazy and find some weird magical items to give you guys superpowers.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to keep playing, guys. I'm really excited.
All right, we ready to go down the stairs?
Like missing last
yes.
Friday.
Oh, I came up with because it needs two code words,
So
command words.
everybody's like spent hit dice to heal themselves up, etc. How's everybody's health looking?
Oh, I'm 100%. I spent some.
So
I am literally
when we're all back together, do you
98%
guys
'cause I'm one down from
tell
99.
Kaz about all the items that you found? Like,
Oh,
just-
we did it sitting there.
well, Kaz wasn't there with
Yeah,
you.
No,
Oh,
we
you.
did
Oh,
it
yes, right. You
sitting-
walked
yeah,
back
we
over
came
to
back,
the.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just remind me if you haven't spent your hit dice, spend your hit dice.
Yeah.
While they were doing that too, Pele would go up to Kaz and just be like, "Everything okay?"
I'm fine. So maybe that was like a trap with the talisman, right?
Was that Kaz asking?
Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah, like I fucking touched that thing and it fucking hurt.
Cass, it is a talisman of pure good. While you are good, you may not be pure good.
You're not good enough.
And Pele's like holding it, and she's like, I don't know, guys. Maybe the talisman's messed up because I have like this spooky dagger inside of me. Amber has an influence in my mind, and I haven't made the best choices. So I don't think this is a
But
talisman
have
of
you
pure
tried
good.
to make the best choices?
Not more than Kaz.
How do you know that? You haven't lived Kaz's life.
I don't
As
think.
long as
I
you've
don't
been his
think.
friend, I trust Kaz with my life second by second. He's a good person. He's just not good by everybody's standards. I don't really care about everybody's standards, to be quite honest.
This talisman is just a bunch of hooey.
If you
Can we
if
tell?
you let magic and a talisman judge you, then you're a weak man.
Ooh.
Give me fighting words.
No, they're not fighting words because he's saying it from a friend's perspective of don't let that bother you.
You take psychology damage.
I like that. That's
I don't
good.
know if that's damage or healing,
That's
actually.
If we were
I
playing,
don't have to tell you about my therapist.
we
who
have
I
that
went one time.
that insanity meter, and Kaz's goes down a little bit. Like Pele's still kind of high, but Kaz's goes down. A little bit. Can we tell whose talisman that is?
I tried to check it out. But I
Is
couldn't
this one
claim any
like to a
religion.
particular deity or anything, or is it because they don't have to be necessarily?
I know that, but
Well, they were doing that. I
Yeah,
could
I mean, it's a
ritual cast.
possibility, I don't know.
Well, they were doing identify. I could ritual cast comprehend languages on it,
Mhm.
so I can read the celestial writing on it.
Ah,
What was that?
tiny map. We're in a tiny map.
no, man, I like the fog of war. That makes it so much better. I really like getting fog of war stuff on the map.
I have no problem with it. It's a tiny map.
Because listen, as much
I'll
as
get stuck planning it.
as much as I try not exactly, as much
Yeah.
as I try not to, I can't
It's hard.
I can't
yeah.
help it. It's so hard.
Left turn as soon as I
Yes.
But it can
Oh,
also
also-
result in analysis paralysis. Well, I got.
I know you're looking for the words, Chris, but you can also group Phineas with me, since he's on my shoulder, just to kind of help with moving around.
Unless bro's gonna throw down.
What's he,
He
gonna
might gain
do?
some. Hey,
Pierce
listen.
my ear?
Listen.
Ratatouille.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm
gonna tell you right now.
He's gonna get caught on fire.
Literally, the only thing he
Instead of
can
breaking
do
hair.
that will make Kaz not dislike him is to fight if we get in a fight. That'll be the
I
only
don't.
thing.
Paley will not let this little adorable rat fight.
And then he's gonna hate him the whole time.
He's so cute. I need to protect him.
Can Thumble and
Like
Large.
your friend's annoying
Phineas.
dog or cat or something. You're just like, I really hate him.
Yes.
I know you love it, but I hate
Like, like the only reason he should not have been taken with the rest of his tribe in Kaz's mind is because he was lying dead in the middle of the village.
Okay,
Hiding
so
in that pile of gold
Yeah.
was just the
As you-
worst thing he could have done.
As you read the words, do you read them out loud?
Yes.
Okay, this is what you read out loud. And they who are not sanctified through the law which I have given unto you, even if the law is Christ, says the Lord. That's what it says, and as you do that, you start to see the talisman glow.
Oh, lordy.
The fuck is a Christ?
Is it, I think it meant crust. And it's just glowing. Do I feel anything? Do I feel anything? It's just glowing.
It's glowing.
Put my other hand on it.
Your hand begins to emanate and it continues to glow straight up. As you look up, you see it penetrating through the ceiling and continuing to go up.
So did it make a hole in the ceiling?
No, but
No.
you can see the light going through. Like, it's not
you put it in
burning,
that
but
portable
it's
hole.
just like, it's
Uh-huh.
it's continuing to go. You can actually start to see.
It's a God signal.
A new hat.
Do we want that call to be answered, or should we put that in the portable hole or something?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Nothing happens. It's just still glowing.
I'll read the words again out loud.
Nothing changes.
Put it in your pocket.
As you put it in your pocket, you just see the light going off. Into
Man,
a
guys,
different-
this
Does it
really-
just like shoot out of
It's
my
like a
pocket
cartoon.
and all that?
It's like a cartoon.
I don't want to put it in the haversack or anything because if something does come, I don't want it to burst out of my bag. 'Cause
But
there's
your
now
pocket's
27
better?
Yeah, it is better.
How?
Well, I don't want 27,000 gold pieces to go everywhere.
That's 27,000 damage to whatever bursts out of the bag.
I'll just hold it like this. I'll just swing it around. You see lights just.
Does it always shine upwards, like if she turns the facing to...
Yeah, it's coming off of the gem. It's
So it's
If
just
she-
it just keeps going up.
So even if she
so if you're
turns it
holding it up,
upside
and the
down...
gem's pointed up, it goes up.
Oh,
and
okay,
you-
it's matching the gem. Got it.
Okay,
Like
that
swinging
was-
around, we have a
really
nice
good thing.
like,
Point it at
ray.
me. See what happens.
Just hit way more than a sound.
Yeah.
Spin.
Wah,
Put it
wah,
on the staff
wah.
of spinning.
Well, man, that kind of. I hope
Be
I
a
hope
set.
it turns off sooner or later because my idea was to stick it in like Ember's pocket so he just has to take continual damage.
I'll stick it in his mouth.
That's not where I thought you were going. There was even hesitation. I heard it.
Command, swallow.
Stick it in his spin plate.
I was like Peter in that one episode of Family Guy where he's like, "Don't say doing your wife, don't say doing your wife, doing your son."
Okay, so ready to move onward?
Yep.
Oh wait.
What does the door look like? I mean, is it just a? I assume that's a door. That's what it
So
looks
no
like.
information on any deity attached to that talisman.
No, I didn't glean anything off of it. I don't know if anyone else wanted to check.
If you get a chance,
You know-
could you copy and paste that into Discord?
I'll take a look at it. Religion is not really my strong point.
We need
Oh my God!
What's
man.
your religion?
You guys are.
20.
Kaz is
Says
even,
a lot about
Kaz is even
What's
more
your
upset.
religion modifier?
Listen, I'm gonna switch sides.
Huh?
I
What's
have
your religion
maximum
modifier?
wisdom.
7.
I'm joining
Seven?
Ember.
You're better
I'm
than
joining
me.
Ember.
Six.
We're killing all the gods.
You know, also have a -1 on.
So
Nature.
that's like
Big.
my lowest.
What'd you get for your roll?
28.
See? I got an 11.
Kaz,
I don't. If you're rolling something, I don't roll it unless your character goes. Bailey goes. Anybody else know anything about this? Then I'll chime in.
let me make a new character. Kaz can join Ember. He wants to kill all the gods.
He's lived long enough that being the know-it-all, he knows is a bad thing. So Silas doesn't know it all to people because it annoys the crap out of him.
So, okay, so on that note, so Silas did a religion check.
Did
on
a
the,
28 religion on the talisman? Is there any specific is there a specific god? If not, how does this fit into the
It is the celestial
religious scheme?
law.
It's just a celestial law. Is it particular to a particular plane, like Celestia, the plane? Yeah.
We should summon our Sphinx friend to Flaw and see if he has any.
That's what I was going to suggest. Actually, I'm right there with you, bud. I remember
Alright.
his name.
As
Hazel with the
you
light
as
ring?
you guys
Nope,
start to
law ring.
descend, you notice that the room starts to change. As you guys continue to walk a little bit further, you're no longer walking on wooden or stone steps. Pretty soon they start to change, and you can see light kind of emanating from the walls as it starts to almost shimmer. As the beacon starts to kind of pulse. As it does, you start to see clouds that you're stepping on, and it's almost like you're descending from darkness into light as you can come down onto clouds, and you can see a golden palace off in the distance.
I'm gonna look at the beacon as in the talisman. I'm gonna look at the beacon and be like, oh.
I think I should have ate those mushrooms next.
Now that there's more light, is the muted sound and the other muted effects starting to fade away, or are they still? Okay.
That's
I
gonna be
note
like,
that out loud. And it doesn't seem to be as deadened.
oh, you're so loud.
Not speaking
My
that
ears
loudly, Payla.
Oh, we can hear now. Ooh, that was a trip. I feel like, yeah, I feel
It's like
my
getting off
ears
the
popped.
ship again. My ears pop. What do we know about this place? Anything?
We'll find out. Continuing forward.
I would like to pull a silver piece from my pocket and flip it in the air and ask for a visit from Silverio and cast Summon Celestial at 5th level.
I am at
I don't have. Hold on, let me get a fucking
It's
map.
like a female angel,
You didn't say
but
you'd call me tomorrow.
the
You
head of
just
the
said,
anvil, just like not really facial features, but just a silver,
no,
like
no, no. You said,
gilded at the
you said,
edges,
I gotta go to work now. Bye.
metallic angel. Battery's dead.
That is what he said. But okay, I can call you. Are you going to work now? Okay. Well, I can call you tomorrow. I get off of work around 3. So you just call me when you're free tomorrow. So I'm figuring you're working tomorrow. Alright. Alright, love you, bye. My brother. He's like, you could have reminded me you had D&D today. I was like, you didn't tell me you were calling me today. He's like, I'm pretty sure I did. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
He's been here at least twice. He knows what
He
day
knows
it is.
it's Friday, and he's like, and I didn't even say anything. He's just like, and I sent him a Snapchat of my dice because I always send a Snapchat of my dice to let him know that I'm at D&D because I know he likes to call me on Fridays.
I got a cool map.
Yeah, gotta know.
Last time my sister called me, she bought me tickets to a concert.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool.
That's nice.
I'm excited to go.
Are you digging?
What concert?
Disturbed.
Ah,
Nice.
so you're excited to go, not disturbed to go. That was really. Thank you for laughing. that was like
That was pretty bad.
the easiest joke I could have made.
I was already reaching.
Are
for
they
it.
gonna
I-
be
I-
with
You
Falling
could have said
River?
that at the end of mine.
I got
Identified
a
as
notification on bands in town because I linked my Spotify and it
They're gonna be
said
in Greenville.
it said I got a notification for them and Falling in Reverse, so I assumed they were together.
Oh yeah.
Disturbed.
I have a coworker going with
Falling in Reverse and Plush.
That seems like such a weird pair to me.
It
I
is-
like
it
I
is
like them
pretty
both in their own ways, but like I don't see them
Not-
touring together.
not
They
as
do
weird
it so
as
they
that,
can get
th-
tickets from
Three
both
Doors-
generations.
3 Doors Down and Spirit Box
That's
combo
super
they
weird,
had
too. I never heard
before.
that. That's
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
That was
that's
because I was listening. I had my playlist going at work the other day, and Spirit Box came on, and I'm like, these guys are really with 3 Doors Down. Like what?
Ah.
I like Three Doors Down when they came out. It didn't age well for me. Like I've tried to listen to it
No.
recently, like ugh, like that.
Also, my mom has a tendency of like ruining bands for me because she just overplays them. She tried to ruin Hollywood Undead, and I was like, you need to stop.
I saw them. I'm glad I got to see them live before they kicked out the original lead singer. I'm really happy about that.
So, because they have like a rotating group, because there's like over like 28 members in the band.
Oh
so they have,
no!
like, a rotating group.
Nah, when I first saw them, it was like
Um,
just whatever the original.
No, that
groups
was
were.
yeah. So
Okay,
like
and
they
then what
did the
did
first
you
group.
what did you summon?
So
And then,
during that short rest, I would
the
have
second
had to use
album,
another one of my.
they, like,
Yeah, I just don't think
Channel
that was
entities.
intentional.
to,
yeah, it was really weird. My brother's a
make,
huge
uh,
Hollywood
Golden
Undead
Dawn
I don't
fan,
think
so he told me a lot of like.
I only
the
like the first album.
component to this.
You should
But I
check
call
out the
for
second album, it's pretty
Celestial
good.
School.
I have.
The-
This is not.
The lead singer, he's also the singer of Lorraine Drive. And
The
there-
one they kicked out.
What
no,
was it called again?
The new
there's yeah, he's
Uh,
the lead singer
the
of
spell
Lorraine Drive.
summons
Lorraine Drive
Celestial.
is cool.
Yeah,
great.
no, I know that, but you said
So,
you were
like,
summoning a specific
The
one.
second album, like,
Yeah,
really good.
I mean,
Just
oh,
because, like,
between the two, yeah, it's gonna be
He's
the
really good.
Defender.
Like, he has a really good voice. So, I think you should check him out. Give him a second chance. You don't like it, it's cool.
Okay, I'll give
So
it a shot.
Celestial
And also check
Defender.
out Lorraine Drive.
Mhm.
I gave Ghost a shot again. I'm glad I did. So
Right, yeah.
I didn't know I would like Plush as much as I did. That's the third band that's going with them on this tour.
Mhm.
All female rock band.
we went. To,
Sounded really good.
Adam and I went to see MC Chris and this group called Crunk Witch,
Okay.
and
I know this isn't like an angel that you're thinking of, but when you said Defender, like this is, and it's you.
I'm open to suggestions. Let's see it.
So hold on. So let me save the image.
And I wasn't super excited for Crunk Witch because I listened to it before and I wasn't this kind of but like live they were really good.
I think I only care about them live, honestly.
Could be. I don't know. I've listened to a couple.
because I liked what I heard live. And
Yeah.
There's a couple songs like "Sweat and Burn" that
Yeah.
I listen to quite often, but
Yeah, same for me. Yeah, that's fair. I bought the vinyl, but it's still just like Sweat and Burn and like two
What
others.
the fuck just happened?
You clicked the button.
No, the screen just like blacked out for a second, and it came back and like nothing was there.
I hope MC Chris comes back to Charleston though. I definitely go see him again.
Oh, that's weird. It showed that you left and you came back.
I think most surprising band that I've seen that I saw live at Blue Ridge
Mhm.
was Electric Callboy.
Electric Callboy is from Arizona.
Eskimo Cowboy.
No,
Electric.
Electric Callboy.
Makes
Absolutely
two bands.
mind blowing amazing.
Okay, so
Oh, I think I am too.
so you
That's
summon
not Callboy,
your
it's Arizona.
That's what
Defender.
I remember.
Did you say
Uh,
they're from Arizona?
All right, so as you guys
Yeah.
descend
Oh,
down
Eskimo
onto the
Callboy.
clouds, you see an entity that has wings, a weird-looking head, with a giant eye in the center of it, as it's floating on nothing, and it has like these nubby legs with golden rings around them, looking similar to this right here. As you summon your defender, this is what your defender looks like.
Patrick.
That's
Stop.
Oh wait,
that's your
Okay.
defender. I thought
that's pretty badass. I like that.
Yeah,
it's like a little
mechanical,
giant
like yeah.
double shield guy.
Yeah,
it's pretty
I'm into
cool.
that.
What?
Recognize him.
And then this is the creature that is before you.
Who's that?
One of the lead singers from IP Bell
It's a Holy
That's
Patrick
what I
Star.
thought.
that I met while watching Electric Hallway.
Dang, I was like, that looks like the lead singer from I Prevail. But he also looks like a generic white male
Generic
in his
white guy with
30s.
a
Yeah,
beard,
yeah.
And this is in the room.
Is that what I look like?
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, like, see the picture? It's like looking in the mirror.
I guess.
So, as you all
I'll shave the beard.
begin to
His beard is a little bit more full than yours.
That's
It's like
fair.
the only difference.
That's fair.
Next question is it that big? I guess it's not that big because the map is off.
Did anyone smoke those mushrooms and I just inhaled it?
Like we were going down, right, guys?
as you guys are standing in front of this thing, you notice too that the environment has changed in the sense of you don't have that like oppression feeling. It's more of judgment and righteousness feeling that kind of permeates through your body.
Am I taking damage now?
As you
Still
are,
feeling judged though, aren't you?
as you are standing there, you have summoned the Inquisition.
Oh, fuck.
Are you to be judged, juried,
What?
or executed?
What's the definition of gyrated?
That is a high vibration, and it starts to go into like graphic detail.
Just keep asking the definition. We can just
So
survive.
judge, gyrated.
We'll take turns.
Judge, juried.
Oh, juried. Or what was
We'll
the last one?
filibuster his ass.
You asked what gyrated means, and it's definitely giving you the definition.
Well, it is.
Translate that.
Did she fart out of her mouth? What happened over there?
She burped.
Oh. So yes.
The druids did say it was a trial.
Thanks.
Oh man.
Okay.
We're gonna beat up some druids after this too.
As Phineas is kind of like clinging to your collar, he's like, "This is not part of the trial."
I will say, judge, juried, or what was the last one? Darn it, executed.
Executed.
Juried.
Juried. You will be put on trial.
Fuck.
Okay. Is it all of us or just me?
You have summoned and been summoned. All of you will be witness. As it begins to like float towards you, and you see its hands come out, and as it does, they're not really like hands, they're more like
Tentacles?
no.
Oh, they're not just tentacles.
Well, I mean, he does have tentacles, yes, but what he's using to touch you isn't like tentacles. They're actually like spectral-looking hands that kind of reach out and grab you. As they do begin to grab you, you feel almost this like ethereal pull.
Oh yeah, I'm immediately gonna throw frostbite at this thing.
Okay.
Wait.
It's pulling it. Like what the?
I'm asking
Just wait.
the angel that I just summoned in Celestial. Well, I don't speak Celestial. It understands what I can
I'm preparing
say.
to throw
Maybe
frostbite at
translate
this.
Yeah. Hold it.
Silverio, will you please help us out here? You've seen me since I was rescued. You've known me for a long time. You know my heart. Please confer and figure out what we need to do for this.
Young one. There are laws that have been enacted. Your friend has summoned the Inquisition. I can no longer defend you as much as her if that has been invoked. What I can do is tell you that as of right now, your friend is not in danger. She is being judged, juried, and if she's
Are we
not
the jury?
pure, if she's not cured, she will be sanctified. That's all they need to do.
And what's purer than flame?
There are many things more pure than flames.
Wait.
Alright. Are we the jury?
Yes and no. You all
Where's
get
the
to
note?
see parts of her past, parts of her present, and parts of her future. And it will be up to you to decide whether or not she should continue.
I'm gonna yell at the thing that Pele and I have been traveling together for too long for her to be judged for anything that's happened by herself since we've been together, and that if she's gonna be judged for that, it's gonna take me too.
You
Yeah, what
wish
if
to
we want
be
to be judged?
inquisitioned as well?
I'm curious.
Bring it on.
You should
As
stay
more
dirty.
spectral hands reach out and grab you, you begin to feel
You're
the
not going by yourself.
Appreciate it.
ethereal pull. As such, after a few seconds, you see astral bodies come out of each of them as they slump down to their knees, and before you is just an astral-looking Pele and an astral-looking Kaz. We shall begin.
I would like to be judged.
Very well. As the steel defender kind of like
How old am I?
tries,
Tell me how old am I?
the steel defender tries to stop you, but isn't quick enough as the Inquisition yanks your spectral body out.
Where is Phineas now?
Phineas is still on her body.
Okay.
He was not judged.
But did he get like a little spectral body too, or
Nope.
just Pele? Okay.
He's-
Okay.
yep. As you all are floating in the air, a few moments later, you can
He said
see
to
the
say it out.
background. You can almost see like these screens start to appear behind each one of their spectral bodies. We'll start with Pele. Pele, what is the earliest memory that you remember that was probably the most tormented and turmoiled memory you have as a child or a young adult that you can remember?
That I can remember is when Pele had snuck out of the temple and was kind of playing in the forest around the temple.
So good.
That was close to the cliffs,
Uh-huh.
and some kids from the village had shown up and were like bullying her, and she was trying to practice patience, and one of them had thrown a rock at her that hit her in the head, and so like she lashed out reflexively, and
You can both fly.
she blacked out, but she remembers hearing screaming and hearing water splash, and then being able to breathe underwater, and being pulled to the shore, and seeing a limp body of one of the kids, and hearing sobs, and she never saw that kid again, and didn't know if she had killed him, like was the result of his death.
Okay. All right. So, the scene that unfolds behind her is you see a young Pele being taught by a very strict and stern instructor, and you can hear words as it echoes through this open space. Pele, you must learn patience, as patience is what will help you control the flames that are inside of you. And it just continues for day in, day out. She's reading scripture. You can see her kind of age a little bit, but not by much. Just day in, day out in this temple, in this room, almost locked away, being taught by this very stern-looking instructor. And then one day, Pele sees an opening, and she sneaks out. She frolics into town. Sees a bunch of kids playing that are almost about her age, and she goes over, "Hi, I'm Pele. Can I play?" And they kind of welcome her, except for one individual, one kid who's a little bit bigger than the rest, fatter, and he begins to bully her, and then a fight breaks out, and rocks are starting to be thrown. Pele gets hit, and you can actually see the parts of which she says she blacks out, she sits there and erupts into a flame around this kid. Not meaning to really hurt him, but just kind of like shove him away. And when she does, he just emulates and catches on fire. As such, she kind of turns around in a rage and just begins to run until she falls into the water off of not a very big cliff, but just, you know, a high shelf into the water to try and put herself out, because instinctively she knows she hurt somebody. As she's sitting there flailing in the water, she kind of calms for a moment, almost as if the water itself rinses the anger away, in a sense, and she's able to come back to the surface, being dragged up by some men, and as she does, she can see the kid lying there, kind of burnt and just still lying on the ground, and then the screen goes black. As she then, as the Inquisitor then freezes Pele, because Pele was talking, explaining the whole thing as things were happening behind her, and you can just see everything image-wise happen. It stops, and Pele kind of goes into like a puppet mode where it's like frozen, and then it switches over to Kaz. What is one of the most horrific moments in Kaz's young life that you would say define Kaz and set him on his path, besides what the group already knows, like something that's like young Kaz, like that kind of set him apart from the other Goliaths in his tribe. That was kind of important to him.
You mean besides what the group knows, as in like our characters, or
yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely, in Kaz's RP, getting sent down. I can't.
Like stuff that people haven't like read.
Oh,
or,
fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is something completely like.
Okay.
This is like a revelation. You know?
Okay, give me a minute then.
Okay.
I hope you're prepared to come up for Swage.
I was hoping it would be the same question.
Hey, if I gotta make up shit on the fly.
No, you're fine. No. Yeah.
Like I said, I was not planning on someone actually reading the inscription right now, but okay.
You know us?
If we hadn't read it right now, we never would have read it.
I know. That's
So.
kind of what I was hoping for. I'm not gonna lie, because the Inquisition is not something that I really like to fuck with, personally.
Can we go back?
Can I save and reload? Quick load.
It's like, sorry.
It's like, when you make that choice in Baldur's Gate and you forgot that you saved, or that you didn't save, and you're just like, oh shit.
Oh shoot.
Do I just continue and just...
Or do I go so far back?
Yeah.
So it was something that I kind of mentioned in the RP, but it wasn't anything that was like given any details.
That's fine.
In the most recent one I did, it mentioned the Kaz attacking two of the other kids that were in the tunnels, and because they had tried to steal food from him, and he didn't just because when they're in my mind, when they're down in the tunnels and anytime they get into a fight or any high stress situation is when they kind of like Hulk out. And when they tried to steal the food from him, he didn't just beat them up, like they were about dead. But they were also much older boys, so it wasn't an unfair fight, but it wasn't.
So was going to the caves and going into these tunnels, were they was it trials, or was it
it was kind of like a free for all, and it
was a training ground.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
If you've watched 300, it's my idea for it that I've come up with. It was the I can't remember what they call it in 300. When I first had the idea, it's where they send the kids in 300, basically.
Yeah.
But it's like that mixed with the Weapon X program of it. So.
Okay. So as Kaz starts to explain his description of these two young boys, older than him, bigger than him, trying to steal his food and him mercilessly beating him. You can actually see that what happens behind him is you actually see Kaz's father actually taking him to the training grounds and explaining to him the credos of the Goliaths. We are strong. We are fierce. Do not let anyone take what is yours. And then tosses him into the caves. He tumbles, he rumbles. Days go by. He finds food, scavenging whatever he can find, until finally you see these two young boys approach Kaz as he's kind of made a little bit of a camp for himself. Maybe a little bit more comfort than some of the other kids that he's seen as he's, you're reliving his past life in this moment. He has food, he's found water, all the things that you would need to survive, and some of the kids don't have it. And these kids come up. At first, one of them tries to talk and almost parlay in a sense, but the way he does it is very arrogant. Like, I'm older, I am better, you should give me the stuff. Which Kaz does not back down, of course, and eventually a fight ensues. Kaz does not go unscarred, but he does mercilessly beat these kids until they are unconscious, and even then he still continued to throw some punches. And then he pauses and goes into puppet mode.
That was perfect. I like that. That's exactly how I imagined it happening when I had the idea to put that in the RP. So that was...
I tried. Swage, as it is your turn, what is a repressed memory that you didn't know you had about Swage as a child, growing up with his family, and the incident that led up to you being cast into the astral?
Oh shit. My heart is racing.
You weren't ready either, were you?
I mean, I was
Snuck
a
up
little
on
bit ready for what was coming, but I haven't fully fleshed this out, but we're going to go with this. So there's
I mean, you can give me just the broad strokes, and I can fill in, or if you want to fully RP it, by all means, man. The stage is yours.
Gotcha. So Swage has gotten flashes probably since when we fought the blood cultists, and some form of darkness had given him like flashes of nightmares that like led to this vision of him as a child, always drawn to the darkness and going off too far into the woods late at night, far from any other society really. The tribes stay pretty close to themselves and hide themselves when they need to and disguise themselves when they can't. And there's a point where I've left blank because I still don't know what is there. Or maybe I do, but I've left it blank purposely. And then there's fire, and then the fire spreads, and family falls. And his parents are disappointed, but he doesn't think there was like malice in the exile. I don't think the exile was intentional. I think that his father picking him up by the handy haversack on his back and the leather digging into his armpits as he lifted up was just meant to be a dismissal, and we'll talk about this later type of thing. But then out of another angle, this portable hole falls flat on the forest floor, and Swage falls into the hole, and the two interdimensional portals swallow each other, and he's just sucked out.
Okay. Can I have some liberty?
Free reign, my friend.
Okay. All right.
That was already really good.
All right. So you see Swage, young, probably a cub, not older than maybe a 10 or 11-year-old boy, walking around in the tribe in the forest. There's tree houses. It's beautiful. There's fireflies flying around as you sit there and you start to see him kind of look around. He's walking with his mother and his father, hand in hand, as they're kind of talking. He's listening but not really listening, as it's not really interesting to him. You kind of hear glimpses of it as they're walking, as they're explaining that the foreigners are moving in. They have weird magic. The tribe has tried to defend them or fend them off as best they can. But who knows? You know, looks like war is going to be imminent. A day or two goes by. Swage is out in the yard playing. His mom is kind of watching over him. And then you hear explosions and fire start to erupt. As Swage stands up and looks, you can see tree houses and huts starting to catch ablaze as these people draped in red robes, wielding magic that is essentially from their own blood, as furballs furballs. As they're following one by one, you can even see some of the elven defenders that are in his village starting to fall. As his dad kind of runs up in armor, as he sits there and he kind of just looks at his son with this just disappointed look in his eyes. As he sits there, he just grabs him with the handy haversack, puts him together, and his mom is already throwing out a portal on the ground. As next thing you know, as he throws his son, you see a blood shard go through his dad. And it kind of just makes this like dismissive throw for a second, and you can just see his dad's eyes as he gets sucked into this portal, and it sucks him away. And Switch goes back to puppet mode. Okay. So, as that finishes, the Inquisitor then looks over at the rest of you. You have seen a part of their past. It is your job to judge. Did they make good choices? Did they make right choices? This is not for you to decide as emotional individuals because you like them as friends, adventurers, party. It is your job to judge based on your morals, your standards. What say you, Bond of the Fae? As he actually uses, not the rest of you here, but he actually uses your full name. Nothing is hidden from him.
Just want to use it.
That's not your Fae name.
Huh? My Fae name?
You know you have a Fae name. Or you should have a Fae name.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one of
Oh my god.
those. It's Nab Osu.
When he says it,
No,
it
he didn't
burns.
start until after.
Yeah,
I couldn't lie. I had the sword.
This is my name backwards.
I know how it's spelled. What does it sound
Yeah.
like?
So
It was like,
I thought that was just
because I
your
had-
surname, not your Fae name.
no, I couldn't lie. They have my actual name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's
So,
the sword
real quick
was a
question
punishment,
then:
not a
what
gift.
what name did they use our names then when we were being like when they showed us?
Yeah.
What did they use?
Why you think I got
Did
it?
they use Kaz's name with the nickname that Swage gave him?
No. He used the one that your father gave.
What is this?
Oh fuck! What name did my father give me?
That's for you to decide.
Any
I'm
Torres.
leaving that up to
Your
you.
actual
No,
name.
that's probably the first time
Any
John
Torres,
figured out I
that's
didn't lie about my name.
Okay.
I've left that name blank, but I'll figure something out.
Okay. So he uses your full name.
Am I the only person that actually knows their real name?
No, Kaz does. I was just curious.
Silas just told you their
The
real name.
the nickname part was the
I'm a
part
whole
I was
family
wondering
photo
about
over
because that
here.
changes for Goliath. So I was curious. That's just kind of curious.
Oh, yeah, no,
Silas
he's
knows
asking me
what his
this.
real name.
Yes.
He just doesn't think of it as his
How
real
did
name
you?
anymore.
How does this? Does anybody have an iPhone? Is this not the silence button?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Why does
I
it
don't
not
think mine
silence?
works. It's not both sides. The it goes off.
That's because
Anyways,
it's an iPhone.
yeah, I know. It's my first iPhone. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
Should it be like big and pink with big buttons? My first.
I don't know how to adjust the volume.
Quit avoiding the
Anyways.
question.
Yeah, they made the right decisions. Of course they did. Got us to where we are, where they built the ship so they could travel around and help more people. So, if that's the decisions they
No,
made, they
based
went
off of
here.
not based off of what you know of them right now. Based in that moment, in that specific situation, that is what you're judging them on.
This is full on chaotic bond, just not listening. Just like, yeah, but it led them here. Well, yeah. Of course they did.
Inside check.
Are you inside checking me?
Yeah.
I'm inside checking.
I'm inside.
You're making,
you.
are you making a deception check or a persuasion
No.
check?
No, Bond thinks. Honestly, Bond thinks everybody's always doing a good job.
Always
As long
doing the
as they're
best
not-
they can.
As long as they're doing the best they can to not make it worse than him, man,
Everybody's trying
you did it right.
Okay. So
They
very
all
well.
made efforts to not make it worse.
He looks over at you,
So?
Silas, as he uses your full name. Not that anybody can hear your full name. Only you hear it. They hear your surname that you.
Yeah, I've told.
I know,
them
but
my real name,
I'm
so it
just
doesn't
saying,
matter.
like this is how it, comes across.
It depends on how you define real name, because in his mind, Silas Andrews is his real name.
No, the one that was given to you by birth.
Yeah, well, that's why people he doesn't care so much for it.
I know. That's
Okay.
laws are laws.
Yes.
So he asked you the same question.
What's the question?
The question is, in this moment, in these memories, did they make the right choices? Were they good?
Yes.
As he kind of looks at you for a moment, his eye blinking. And then he moves over.
That's all I say. There's no more discussion to be had about it.
Issei, as he uses your full name,
You're
one
being
who
bold.
is
I'm being Silas.
governed by the mistress,
Silas is in court. You don't say anything more in court than you absolutely have.
and asks you the same question.
Yes, your tennis lands.
Says no because people got hurt.
Very well. That is 2 yeses, 1 no. Next, as he switches back over to Pele, and you see Pele in the party, walking around, as she's holding a dagger. Swage asks, "Can I see the dagger?" As she hands it to him. As we all know that memory very well, as it plays out behind you. Pele getting angry and upset at Swage, storming off, and then what you didn't see was her interaction with her brother in her mind. As that unfolds on the projector for everyone to see. Kaz, as it switches to you this time, you see Kaz as he's walking around on a dockside, following an individual, almost stalking, if you will, as he is on a mission. You can kind of just hear the thoughts that are coming in his head. I'm gonna find these people. They're gonna fucking pay. As he then breaks into an underground hideout and begins to fight a group of individuals, which then leads the party into getting into a fight. And Pele, again, throwing an ooze thing into a blood thing, which then causes more problems.
Almost ate me.
It almost kills Cass. And that's where that memory ends. And then we switch to Swage, and Swage is in the astral, building a boat, contemplating his, I guess you'd say, love for Pele, but also frustration for her, as she doesn't always make good choices. And just him in this turmoil, kind of trying to think and just put his mind to work, ignoring his friends, his people that care about him, in isolation, that play out. The Inquisitor then looks over at Issei. In these moments, did they make the right choices? Were they good? I don't know, were you here for the dagger thing?
I don't think he was here for any of those things. The dagger, maybe.
I was here for the dagger.
What about Kaz's? You weren't here for
I wasn't
that.
here for Kaz.
Okay. So that was completely new to you.
Yeah.
Kaz basically just found an underground layer
Silas
of
wasn't
human
there.
trafficker. Yeah,
I
well,
wasn't here for that either. Yeah.
human
He was
traffickers.
fun.
You get fresh eyes on this
And
judgment.
you see him you see him friggin' like hot and just like looking for a fight, and then he finds an individual and starts tracking him, like stalking him, like full prowl mode, like an animal almost, if you will. And then he busts through this underground layer and just begins to fight with these people, which then you find out later were doing not so nice things, but which then causes the party to show up to also help him because he was not faring so well by himself.
Would I have seen it play out to where he didn't know about the human trafficking part first?
Yes, it starts with him friggin' like in just a mood, running around, looking for blood. Basically, he's out for blood, finds somebody and just starts to follow them.
I can't remember what upset you that day.
I think it's pretty apt that the biblically themed angels are leaving out a lot of context.
That's what religion is.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That was out of character.
I know. But that's the.
I was specifically mad at the slavery aspect.
Yeah, remember
right,
because
That's an on-site for Kaz.
Yeah.
who did I forgot? You guys met somebody. Oh, it was one of the NPCs.
That we met and they
Yeah.
were our slave, yeah.
My dad had a brownie day.
Yes.
Kaz is full John Brown.
He was a half-one, right? Didn't he say half-one?
Yeah.
So what say you?
With him?
Yeah, we let him out before we got to the city.
It says no, yes,
I
yes.
think it was the blinder. He's the white
No,
face.
yes, yes. Well, he wasn't asking for individuals. He was asking as a whole. But okay.
Oh, as a whole, okay.
Yeah. Then he switches over to Silas. Asks
Yes.
you the same question. Very well. Bond,
Yes.
do you do that? Do you like?
Well, he's learned to just repeat what Silas said, so he doesn't turn into an argument.
I didn't know there was another one.
Very well. As now he switches over to the future.
There was another one.
You can see
Oh, yeah.
Pele.
Another one. No.
She's
One's been hiding upstairs.
got a full
Hey.
golden
I
mouth,
went back into my hiding hole.
full golden mouth on her forehead as she's sitting on a throne. Her fire is no longer red. It is green. One of her eyes is red, the other one is green. As she is sitting upon this chair, You can see individuals kind of coming in and bringing her stuff, almost as offerings. As she kind of like dismisses them, one of the individuals pulls a dagger and begins to run towards her, as she instantly stops him from moving and sets him ablaze. It's a black and green flame that kind of just starts at his feet and slowly inches its way up. You can hear the torment and agony as he's crying out, cursing her, as well as pleading and almost what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like crying and saying sorry as he yells out names of his wife and his daughter.
Are we? Am I seeing this?
Mm-hmm. No, it's
No.
just them.
Can
No, you can't.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't see the other two either. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Brazil!
She's not even going anywhere.
As the flame is beginning to creep up higher and higher until he is basically just turned to ash, Pele just gets up and kind of just looks at him in disgust and then turns around and walks into her bedchamber and closes the door. That is where that vision ends. Kaz. You see Kaz standing on a mountain, fighting Kazaki,
Bless you.
blow for blow, as both of them almost look like giants with a mountainous background going at it. Kaz trying to get approval from him, Kavaki not letting up, as the witted banter is lacking in a sense, as they're both just enjoying the fight. They both just start to revel in it until eventually they both collapse and it stops. Swage, you see in bars, chained, has a manacle on his neck that has this green emerald that kind of slowly emanates a mist. As it does, you can see just veins turn green as his eyes kind of change for a second. As he kind of struggles for a moment, he kind of just goes limp, and the chains drop, and he walks out. And you can see Pele standing there as she's kind of like caressing him for a moment, and then he begins to walk away into mines and starts to pick up a pickaxe and grab coal. And that's where that ends.
What do I see during any of that? Is
Nothing.
It like,
It's all blank for
is
you.
that like
Or
all just
simultaneous,
blank, like
for all
no,
you know.
I don't get emotion or pain or anything from it?
Nope. Mm-mm. That's just what they see.
Cool.
These are partial futures that could possibly happen. If they did, do you think they made the right choices and they are good?
Man, the music is timed so
Mhm.
well for everything tonight. I'm like, dang.
What say you, Samus?
It's the future. It's mutable. They may make wrong choices someday.
Very well. Vaughn?
I mean, it's good. Because then he realizes, stop explaining things, just give an answer. It can be fixed.
Interesting. Looks over at Issei. What say you?
I say they're good. I'll fix their future whether or not they want it or not.
Intriguing. Very well. As you start to see the hands pushing the astral bodies back into each of you. After a few moments, you wake up. Phineas is not on your shoulder anymore. He is definitely like fucking trying to find somebody taller than him and hiding behind him.
Everybody's taller than him.
Exactly. As you all begin to wake up, not remembering anything or seeing anything, the Inquisitor looks at you. You have been judged. Your fates are your own. Do not squander opportunities. So saith the law. And you just see this golden, like, staff kind of conjure out of nowhere as he slams it down. Everything changes back, and you're back in the dungeon. That is where we will end tonight's session, because I don't have anything else planned right now, because you guys totally derailed a lot of stuff. So, I will have to read you guys' fucking RPs and see what's going to happen next. So, sorry it's ending early tonight, but you guys did throw me for a loop on some of that. Sorry. So, as we do with every session...
Feel judged?